Welcome on a beautiful sunny afternoon in Northeast Florida at Southern Oak Stadium on the campus of Jacksonville University for today's Women's Premier Soccer League matchup between your Jacksonville Armada Women's Under-23 team and AGC Football coming up from South Florida to take on the Fleet this evening. I am Stuart Weber here along with Jamal Johnson to bring you all the action once again right here on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. And Jamal, we're excited for this one. For the Armada Women, they've had 2 home matches, 2 home draws. This is that chance to go out there and go get that first win at home against AGC Football.
Yeah, and it's an important one. You know, we've been looking forward to it. I think they pressed last game, produced a lot of good plays, but you know, the win is all important. I think they'll get there today.
Absolutely. There was a bit of brilliance from Chloe Chivers last week to provide the equalizer, to hit that shot from 35 yards out. I had a chance to talk to both Chloe as well as head coach David Goff after the match just about the way this team has come together and has relied on a really deep and talented squad this year.
We've had to sort of shift and people have been playing out of position and things like that, so it's just our midpoint in the season. I think it's tough, mentally tough, and I think the home games help us. We've got a bigger squad available, so I think like squad rotation is going to be key. Players coming in are going to play a massive part. Everyone in the squad plays a massive part.
It's a really important period for us. It is, you know, 3 home games in a row. Again, great turnout again, great community support again, and I think once we get the first one and break that seal and we get to celebrate in front of the 904, I think we'll not look back. But we got to remember we're a young franchise. We're only a few games in. You know, we're unbeaten at home. Like we've only conceded in 2 games, so you know there's a lot of positive.
Figured it was only right to get you a couple of Welsh accents here on the pre-match show. Of course, Euros going on as we speak over in Germany. Jamal Johnson, Stuart Weber here with you. We've got the pre-match show rocking here on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. When we come back, we got your keys to the game. So stay with us right here on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. This Jacksonville Armada broadcast is presented by Alive Credit Union, inspiring financial wellness. People helping people is at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From 1954 to 2024, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. That commitment includes a partnership with the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team as the presenting sponsor of all Armada men's and women's broadcasts this summer. Action Sports Jacks and Alive Credit Union, a partnership that just makes sense when it comes to covering Northeast Florida. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of our first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
Imagine a brokerage platform that gives agents the flexibility to move between comp plans so that they can spend their entire career in one place while earning stock and recruiting other agents. And imagine the entire enterprise is created and backed by a proven industry innovator. Now imagine this platform already exists. Imagine you own this platform. Imagine how large you can grow, how much revenue share you could earn. Just imagine.
This is Jacksonville University. It's not just a perfect place for sunny waterfront beauty shots. Although, here you choose the future you want. How? By defining it yourself. You customize your path and make it one of a kind. You want to build a future where you decide what impact you make? You want to create a life that's limited by nothing but your own ingenuity? You've come to the right place.
Hey everyone, Olivia Olivia Tasley here from Action Sports Jacks to tell you all the different ways you can watch our new 24/7 network. 3 easy steps. You don't even need a pen and paper to write it down. Step number 1, download the app. Search Action News Jacks in your app store, either on your phone or your smart TV. Then, once you're on the app, click on that little drop-down menu in the upper left-hand corner with the 3 little lines. That'll show you these options, and boom, right here, click Action Sports Jacks 24/7, and you will be brought to our continuous stream channel. That app can be accessed through all these different platforms, whether you have Roku, Fire TV, Smart TV, Apple TV, or Google TV. You can find our app. Now, if you don't have access to the app, don't worry. We still got you covered. We're across all social media platforms, from Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, Twitch. We have a podcast channel. Plus, check out our short reels on our TikTok. Action Sports Jacks 24/7. It's on all the time and everywhere.
New to town or always been in town? Everyone is always looking for a good pizza place. Our place is Donato's Pizza. We love it and still do love it. When I tell my family I'm coming to Donato's, they say, wait a minute, you got to order some for us. So this is not all for me. Let me tell you what the Martinos get when we put an order in. Well, pepperoni pizza, we usually get more than one of these. And then there's the works, a little bit of everything. And then this is the pizza that can be polarizing for some out there. I don't know why. Hawaiian pizza, some love it, some don't. At Donato's, you're going to love it, especially with that cinnamon sprinkled on top. Try the pizza my family likes, or try your favorite. Right now, you can use the code Brent20 and get 20% off your order. Every viewer and listener is important to us, and at Donato's Pizza, every piece is important. From fresh ingredients to the dedicated team members and you, the valued customer. Donato's Pizza, where every piece comes together for a winning combination. Jack's Beach and Mandarin locations. Donato's Pizza, every piece is important.
To Berkeley takes the from distance.
Oh, what is
on? Guess who's back?
Get your tickets at JacksonvilleArmada.com. When you think sports, you think Action Sports Jacks, the official station of the Jaguars, on location for every game. But the most experienced team in town doesn't stop there. From high school football to the big events in the area, Action Sports Jacks is always on. Now, we take that to a new level. Action Sports Jacks 24/7 is around-the-clock coverage of the teams you love and the moments you can't miss. The best local sports in Jacksonville on Action Sports Jacks 24/7. We welcome you back to Southern Oak Stadium here on the campus of Jacksonville University, the site of all our regular season home matches all summer long for the Jacksonville Armada men's and women's teams. I'm Stuart Weber here along with Jamal Johnson, the former Armada men's striker, to bring you all the action today as the ladies get set to take on AGC Football. And Jamal, let's get into the keys to the game here. And the first one is one you can usually say most matches, but if you could take command early here and really impose your will on this opponent. We don't know a whole lot about them other than the fact that they've yet to earn any points this season. So go out there and take command early.
Yeah, most definitely. And that is a great point. You're playing against a team that hasn't been able to push forward and be able to get a result. So today, you know, as we are looking to find our first real home win and really push forward, this is a game that you can do it. Get an early goal, get the moves going. That's what you want. That's what you want in this game.
Second key to the game, and I just said get it to Bella. If the ball's on the right side of this formation, there's a decent chance Bella has it. Either Bella Ruggiano, Bella Pontieri, or Bella Faraday. 3 Bellas in the starting lineup. So get it to one of the Bellas. Let them do some work out there on the right side. And our third and final key to the game is get 3 points for Dad. A lot of the players' fathers are going to be in attendance for this one, which is really cool that they're going to have this experience with their daughters on Father's Day, get a chance to see them in action playing for the girls in blue, the Jacksonville Armada, and representing the city. So if they can go out there and get 3 points for Dad, that'd be huge for them.
Absolutely. You know, and they've done a fantastic job, you know, and bringing everyone together on a day like this, you know, it really is going to mean something. A lot of guys fathers have traveled over to come and watch today, so I'm sure they're looking forward just as much as we are.
All right, so there are your keys to the game that we are going to be keeping an eye on in the broadcast booth. We've already revealed a little bit of the starting lineup. Spoiler alert, lots of Bellas. But we'll bring you the rest of the Jacksonville Armada starting 11 next right here on the pregame show as we continue on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. International soccer returns to Jacksonville this summer. Don't miss your chance to see teams from the biggest league in the world here in Northeast Florida as they compete for their first trophy of the season, the Stateside Cup. Be there when Premier League clubs West Ham and Wolves take the pitch July 27th at Everbank Stadium, home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Tickets are on sale now for as low as $35 at statesidecup.com.
Ancla Dorada. The official bear of your Jacksonville Armada.
Thank you for making Action News Jacks the best in Jacks and Folio's Best of Jacks 2023. Best TV station, Best TV newscast, Best TV morning show. Chandler Morgan voted Best TV anchor. The Chief, Mike Burrish, voted Best meteorologist. And Brent Martineau voted Best TV sports anchor. And while you're on the go, Best news website and Best local blog, the Burrish blog. Thank you for making Action News Jacks local coverage you can count on.
What started out as better people, better projects just keeps getting, well, better. That's Better Exterior Solutions, ready to help you create a better outdoor experience. Check this out. Motorized pergolas are the latest in technology to transform your outdoor space. Beautiful day? Let the sun shine through. Summer rainstorm? These pergola systems close automatically to keep the weather out. From residential to commercial uses, Better Exterior Solutions has products customized to meet virtually any existing architectural structure. With retractable awnings, screens, and hurricane shutters too, if you want unparalleled quality and expertise, you need Better Exterior Solutions. Get a free estimate by visiting betterexteriors.com or calling 904-902-4999. Better Exterior Solutions. Experience better.
Imagine a brokerage platform that gives agents the flexibility to move between comp plans so that they can spend their entire career in one place while earning stock and recruiting other agents. And imagine the entire enterprise is created and backed by a proven industry innovator. Now imagine this platform already exists. Imagine you own this platform. Imagine how large you can grow. How much revenue share you can earn. Just imagine.
Everyone loves a good game night. Here you don't have to be the host. You don't have to clean up. They bring the food and drinks to you, and you can watch whatever you want on the big screens. It's more than a card room. It's a night full of fun with friends. Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, and now the newest location here in St. Augustine, right off 95 at exit 311. A brand new clean room, a full bar and menu, my favorite sushi in town. And I love the fries too. You don't have to just play poker at Best Bet. That's why I come over here to the table games and play one-card poker. That's a pretty good card and a win. One-card poker is like war as a kid, you against the dealer. And this isn't the only fun table game to play. A friendly staff, a lot of fun. It's a good night out at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, and the newest location in St. Augustine. You can be a serious player or a novice. It doesn't matter. If winning equals fun, you're a winner every time at Best Bet. I'll save you a seat, and I'll see you down here at Best Bet St. Augustine.
International soccer returns this summer. Don't miss your chance to see teams from the biggest league in the world in Jacksonville as they compete for their first trophy of the season, the Stateside Cup. Be there when Premier League clubs Wolves and West Ham take the pitch July 27th at Everbank Stadium, home of the Jaguars. With the series trophy on the line, competition will be fierce. Tickets on sale now for as low as $35. Buy your tickets today at statesidecup.com.
The friendliest golf course in town, the Golf Club at Southampton. Local golfers have no shortage of options when it comes to picking a course to play here in Northeast Florida year-round. Yet time and time again, I find myself here at the Golf Club at Southampton. Easy to get to off 210 in St. Johns County. It's family-owned and operated and renowned for being one of the area's most player-friendly. That's just one of the reasons we hold the Action Sports Jacks Dream 18 charity golf tournament here each fall. The Mark McCumber design layout is great for all skill levels of golfers, from the guys who bomb it a mile on the range to golfers like me who are just happy to put it in the fairway, which Southampton has very accommodating fairways. And if you need new clubs, come down to the pro shop. They'll fit you up and get you a nice new set, like they did for me. For more information on membership or to book a tee time and see for yourself, head over to golfsouthampton.com or call the clubhouse at 904-287-7529. The Golf Club at Southampton. It's the official home of the Action Sports Jacks Dream 18. Make it your home for golf, too. Hey, welcome back to Southern Oak Stadium as we are getting set for a WPSL matchup between the Jacksonville Armada Women's Under-23 team and AGC Football. Jamal, we just had a chance to chat with David Goff and his coaching staff as they're walking off after warm-ups. And what a great addition to this Armada team that has been to be able to tutor up some of these young girls and get them better. We talk about development all the time, and it's been really cool to get to know this new coaching staff.
Oh, most definitely. You know, as we said before, storied history. You know, in the game. You know, a lot of good things that have been done. I love the guy. Great personality, great character. He brings life to a room when he walks in. And I'm sure these girls appreciate it. And you can see with the way that they play, they stick together. Even last week, watching the game, you can see when there is a few harsh tackles going in, they're helping each other up, and that comes from the coach and his staff. You know, you kind of instill that into your players, and hopefully, it comes out on the field. And luckily enough for him, it has. Yeah, without a doubt. All right, let's take a look at our starting 11 for your Jacksonville Armada as we take a look who will be in action for the girls in blue. Once again, between the pipes, it'll be Gretchen Dutenhofer, the sophomore at Jacksonville University. Her defense consists of Kylie Overstreet, Ella Dudley, Maggie Mace, and Bella Faherty. In the midfield, Chloe Chivers, who had that tremendous goal a week ago, Paige McSwegan, and Bella Pontieri. And up top, Olivia Jarrell, Logan Gonzalez, and Bella Ruggiano. So a strong lineup, a lot of players that performed very well against the West Florida Flames. So something to get excited for in this matchup against AGC Football. Absolutely, yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing Bella Pontieri in the midfield. I mentioned it a couple times last week. She's a player that needs the ball to her feet. She's a player that needs a lot of the ball to gain that confidence, to be able to push forward. She's got a great brain on her, very creative, wants to make plays. Logan Gonzalez, I want to see a lot more of today. Big, strong, able to get hold of the ball and threatening behind also. So I'm looking forward to seeing this group together as a collective, getting stuff done on the field. All right, well, we are getting closer to kickoff at the top of the hour. It's time now for us to make our way to the broadcast booth. When we come back, we will have your national anthem, and then the Jacksonville Armada take on the AGC football squad in a little WPSL action here on Father's Day. Stay with us on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. The Jacksonville Armada would like to thank LPT Realty for their continuing support all season long.
This is Jacksonville University. It's not just a perfect place for sunny waterfront beauty shots. Although, here you choose the future you want. How? By defining it yourself. You customize your path and make it one of a kind. You want to build a future where you decide what impact you make? You want to create a life that's limited by nothing but your own ingenuity? You come to the right place.
Guess who's back?
Get your tickets at JacksonvilleArmada.com.
It's hard to put a price on comfort, especially when you use that comfort on a daily basis. But if we're going to put a price on it, how does the lowest price guaranteed sound? Furniture Source is going to have the biggest brands, whether it's Ashley, Casper, or Tempur-Pedic, and once again, it's going to be the guaranteed lowest price in Jacksonville. Right now, my friends at Furniture Source are going to give you the ultimate hookup because all month long, they're making their inventory wholesale price. Check out their markdowns up to 50% off. And remember, since it's Furniture Source, you're getting the guaranteed lowest prices in Florida or your money back. Don't have the cash on you right now? It's no worry. Shop endless options to suit your style and budget and enjoy 36 months off with no interest financing. Why use your money when you can use theirs? Whether it's beds, couches, tables, or chairs, Furniture Source is going to have exactly what you're looking for. Shop the lowest prices in Jacksonville guaranteed. Find the location nearest you at FurnitureSourceJacks.com.
I've been telling you about CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing for a long time now. Their drinking water systems remove up to 99% of contaminants. We've had a Connecticut water softener and drinking water system in our home for more than 7 years. You can see the difference whether you're washing clothes, the dishes, or what I like to do most, fill this up for some coffee every morning, and mostly all day. Remember, if you're not filtering your water, you are the filter. Don't be the filter. Right now, you can save $1,000 or more when you bundle the Connecticut Premier Softener with a Connecticut K5 drinking water system. The experts at CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing will test your water for free and determine your water score. Don't know your water score? CGC will find out and recommend the appropriate Connecticut water treatment solutions so you can improve it. Call 904-552-1242 or visit cgcwater.com. Financing options available with approved credit. CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing, an authorized independent Connecticut dealer. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
Ancla Dorada. The official bear of your Jacksonville Armada.
A new day, a new traffic headache. But Action News Jax traffic expert Maritza Ross is here to guide all kinds of daily drivers, like the traffic dodgers.
Don't worry, I'm going to get you around this mess on I-95.
The side street seekers.
Now you can exit early on 17 due to
the last-minute leavers.
If you're getting a late start this morning, here are your fastest routes.
So let Maritza save you time on Action News Jax this morning.
People helping people is at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From 1954 to 2024, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. That commitment includes a partnership with the Action Sports Jax 24/7 team as the presenting sponsor of all Armada men's and women's broadcasts this summer. Action Sports Jax and Alive Credit Union, a partnership that just makes sense when it comes to covering Northeast Florida. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of our first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop. And welcome to Southern Oak Stadium here on the campus of Jacksonville University. A little Sunday afternoon matinee for you in the WPSL as your Jacksonville Armada Women's Under-23 team takes on AGC Football. Should be an exciting matchup here for the girls in blue as they get set to take on the visitors from down in South Florida. Appreciate everybody joining us for this afternoon's broadcast here on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. You see the team assembled and ready to take the pitch here in just a little bit. Stuart Weber here alongside Jamal Johnson to bring you all the action throughout the course of this afternoon on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. We've mentioned this is the penultimate home game for the Jacksonville Armada as They will have one more home game down the line, but this is a good opportunity for the team to go out there and earn their first victory of the season at home. They've won on the road. Now they would love to do it in front of the home crowd at Southern Oak Stadium. And we mentioned tons of family members will be in attendance, and as we always do here at this park, spread around all around the field and finding different beautiful spots in the shade to watch the action throughout the course of this afternoon. For the Jacksonville Armada, they are coming off an impressive 1-1 performance against the West Florida Flames, a team that has topped the table multiple years in this WPSL Sunshine division, and once again poised to be a strong team when it comes to the standings in 2024. So yes, you would love to have gotten a win, but a 1-1 draw is certainly a terrific outcome as well. The drums getting ready. Section 904 will once again be loud and proud behind that north goal, and hopefully getting a chance to pop some smoke here throughout the course of this afternoon. Substitutes make their way onto the field. We did mention the starting lineup for your Jacksonville Armada. How about some of the players that will be subbing in for the Fleet? And it's important to make note of these players because in the WPSL, unlike maybe some other forms of soccer that you are used to, you can make substitutions throughout the course of the entirety. So the entire match, you could keep making these substitutions. Players can come in and out. Kind of think like college soccer, if you're familiar with that game, where you can take a player out, put your player back in, and that's when really being able to rotate your squad makes a big difference. So as for your substitutes for the Jacksonville Armada this afternoon, number 2, Landry Bauer. Number 4, Hannah Balicki. Number 5, Hannah Lemieux. So we got 3 Bellas in the starting lineup, 2 Hannahs on the bench for this one. Liz Ann Fogarty, good quick injury update for her. You saw we had a big delay in that game last week, and she had a dislocated elbow. The big problem was they weren't able to get that thing back in, so the ambulance had to take her to the hospital. They were able to put that elbow back in place, and she is technically available to play today. So we could see Liz Ann Fogarty. I'm not sure if we will. She does have a bit of a brace there on her elbow, but certainly a possibility as she is in the available players for head coach David Goff to use. Number 7, Tate Trevette. 8, Hayden Petrick. Number 12, Pia Bozic. Number 13, Sarah Brunner. And number 24, Ainsley Meyer make up your substitutes for the Jacksonville Armada. And there you had a look at that starting lineup. And how cool is this? You see those players down on the field, and you see the gentlemen right next to them. Those are the dads getting a chance to go out there and stand next to their girls in blue, as it were, for this matchup. This is such a cool scene here on Father's Day on a Sunday at Southern Oak Stadium, and just what appreciation we have for these gentlemen and the role that they played in all their young ladies' lives throughout the course of this season. And here you get a big round of applause for the individual players getting introduced to the field, to the audience out there at Southern Oak Stadium, and really just an awesome scene. I'm very happy that we got a chance to play this game on Father's Day and get that opportunity to recognize all the fathers. And if you're a father at home watching this thing, thank you for doing what you have done and making a difference in a son or daughter's life. A big shout out to my stepdad Donnie back home. Might be watching this thing. I know there's U.S. Open golf on today, so it's kind of a toss-up. He enjoys his golf. He'll watch the replay for sure. So a shout out to my dad back home watching as well, and all the dads, as mentioned, watching this one on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network, be it on the web, on the Action News Jacks app, or on your smart TV by downloading the Action News Jacks Now app. All terrific ways to watch the action all summer long right here on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. We're going to pause now for the national anthem down at Southern Oak Stadium. Today, that national anthem being performed by Shane Patrick.
And that's welcome back. It's absolutely fantastic there. And it's, again, just to touch on it again, what a beautiful scene we've got out here with the fathers coming to watch their girls play. And it's really great to see. You know, as if you need any extra incentive to get your first home win, what better way to do it than in front of your father and being able to go and represent yourself the best way you know how on the football field. Beautiful to see, beautiful to see. Even down to the coach being able to bring his son and daughter out to the field to come and watch him coach his girls here. The Armada women look to get their first home win this afternoon, and you know, they've got an absolutely great opportunity to do that. You know, they look like they're well in shape. Good week of training. You know, good game to come away from against the West Florida Flames, where they gave a great account of themselves last week, being able to create a lot of chances, and we're going into today, you know, fully amped up and fired up to go out and do the same. It's an opportunity all round, you know, and the likes of Swigan, with the captain today, it's the likes of her that we're going to be looking towards to be able to come out and be able to perform and create those opportunities to get some points on the board for the Armada women's team.
Jamal, give me some of your favorite memories of having family, being able to watch you growing up. You have an interesting story, obviously born in New Jersey, but grew up overseas.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. My stepdad mostly came to my games to watch me play as a youngster. And when I was at Manchester United Academy, I was able to, you know, play a lot of games, even in Europe. He travelled. We'd be waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning, mate, honestly, to go and play out on a Saturday or a Sunday morning. And then as I got older, you know, it was just something that it came. It's more of a natural thing, but I didn't really look into the crowd to see whether family was there or not. But you know, it was always something that you know, pushed you to do the best that you possibly can when your family was able to come and see you play. So I'm sure these girls are looking forward to it.
Absolutely. We now have your starting lineup, by the way, for the visitors from AGC Football as they attempt to earn their first points of the season. You see them there in the white tops with black shorts. Your goalkeeper will be Haley Ilijin. Backline of Enma Amaya, Dearne Boto, Cynthia Peretti, Emily Peterson. In the midfield, Melanie Russo, Juliana Romero Arenas, Karina Steele, and Julia Meyer. And up top, Katrina Rodriguez and Gloria Jara as your starting 11 for the visitors from AGC Football. We're in a little Dutch orange here today. Lots of Dutch orange in these leagues that we play against. Of course, you have Dutch Lions. You have another lion on the crest of this squad as well from AGC Football. The Dutch, of course, picking up a big win this morning.
And it was a great win.
It was a big win, yeah, man.
Yeah,
3 points are huge.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you what, I'll take it.
They left it late.
That's fine. That's all right. The game is 90 minutes for a reason, Jamal.
Absolutely.
Because you have the opportunity to go score any time over those 90 minutes. It doesn't have to be early.
He's just letting you sweat a little bit. That's
they really did. They absolutely did that. So it was fun. And hey, your boys are going to make you sweat, I hope, here in just a little bit as well. See what they do.
I'll have it on my phone in here.
Yeah, we'll get a second screen going for you here in the broadcast booth.
There we go.
As the players all appear to be ready. You look at Katrina Rodriguez there with AGC Football. Just waiting for that whistle to blow from our head official and get this thing started at Southern Oak Stadium on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. We're all excited to be here with you on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. Of course, the girls in blue, decked out in all blue from head to toe. It looks like we're fiddling. We're fiddling with some equipment here from one of our referees.
Final preparation.
You know, maybe get a WPSL patch on there, maybe, Philip. I don't know. Let's see what we got now. Well, I think we're good to go now. Okay, we're good. We're ready. Officials are ready. We are ready in the broadcast booth. And there is the first whistle, and we are underway at Southern Oak Stadium here on Father's Day for some WPSL action. Jacksonville coming out strong right from the beginning to take that ball away, and pushing forward are the Armada, and you see a ball won nicely there by Bella Pontieri right there in the middle, number 32 for Jacksonville.
Yeah, immediate pressure from the Armada from the off. First 10 seconds, just try and win the ball up as high as you possibly can, and that's what they've done.
And here's a long throw in, nice little chip ahead, but just out of the reach there of, look, that's Olivia Jarrell for Jacksonville, the St. Augustine native. Just couldn't quite get to it there on that left side. I will say one of the things we've seen in the Euros has been a lot of early goals, if you've been watching those matchups, and we'll see if Jacksonville is able to get on the scoreboard early. We mentioned it, take command early. That was our first key to the match. Is you take a look at Jacksonville earning a free kick here just outside the box. Already a dangerous position for the girls in blue to get a free kick from, and it looks like AGC will set up a 3-woman wall here. Of course, we do remember what happened last week when Jacksonville had a free kick opportunity, and once again, it's Chloe Chivers who will step to this ball and get ready to strike it, and she has a leg on her, so let's take a look and see if Chloe can produce a bit more magic as she did a week ago from 35 yards out. So, 3-woman wall, this ball from about 25 yards out for Chloe Chivers, the Welsh veteran, played for the Swansea City Ladies Club. Puts it on her right foot. This one's going up and just over the net, but you see that she has that pace and that ability to make a goalkeeper have to worry about it, even from that distance.
Yeah, it doesn't matter the angle. It seems like she just wants to give it a pop from anywhere within that 40-yard range. And, I don't blame her. If you score a goal like that, the confidence level just grows, and it just increases,
Jamal, take me back to the first ever Armada NASL game. How long did you have the green light to shoot after you scored 12 seconds into the first ever match?
I think you pretty much get that from the players around you during training and as you're going through pre-season.
So you had it before that. You already knew.
Yeah, they knew if I was anywhere, don't even bother making runs at that point if I'm picking up in space. I'm going to shoot.
Here's Bella Faherty up the right side. Chivers giving chase. A nice poke there ahead.
Great stuff.
Bella Ruggiano will take it from there. Works her way into the middle of that AGC defense, right through the legs of their captain on the edge of the 18. Tries to put her left foot to it. Stood up, and AGC will clear it, at least as far as midfield. And here they come. Katrina Rodriguez to the near side, and a ball sent long, but right into that back line of Jacksonville. You see Maggie Mace getting involved early for that Jacksonville defense, but the Armada not afraid to take on some defenders and try to push right through.
Yeah, it's been a great start, It's been a great start. From both teams, really, when there is an opportunity to keep it, they're keeping it. When there's an opportunity to penetrate, they're getting it through. And here's a chance, here's an opportunity.
Here's a chance for the visitors. Shot from distance, and it is wide of the net.
I think she might have got, goalkeeper might have got a touch on that. No? What an attempt, though. What an attempt. And we just have another look at it here.
Take another look here. And yeah, that's a
30 yards out.
Good attempt, but it was going wide. And you see Gretchen Dutenhofer making sure that thing was going to stay wide, as it'll be a goal kick for the Armada.
Great opportunity.
So we've already seen two players that have showcased the fact that they've got some legs and are able to really take a strike from distance.
Great stuff there from Pontieri.
So pushing forward now are the Armada. A nice centering ball, but just up ahead to Logan Gonzalez. Still has a chance. As you saw the keeper, Haley Illigen, come out for AGC. Stays alive, sends it to the middle, but this ball sent away by Karina Steele. Jacksonville tracks it back down. Sent in by Kylie Overstreet, but right back to Steele. And Steele has been good in that back line thus far for AGC football in these first 5 minutes. But here's a giveaway, and you see Paige McSwegan getting physical there in midfield. She'll send it long now. Here comes the cross into the box, but just a little too far over the end line, and that'll result in a goal kick.
McSwegan, Russo, Bella Pontieri, they're players that are really able to just create. And, this is, not Russo, Overstreet from the left back position. She gets forward. It's something that Armada really do thrive on in both men's and women's teams. When their fullbacks get on the ball, they look to join in the attack, and if they aren't able to get that far forward, they are able to connect that entry pass to set their forward players free.
So now some possession for a moment for AGC, but it's intercepted by Jacksonville, and pushing forward are the Armada. That's Bella Ruggiano on the outside, but AGC able to recover and clear. Armada keeping that pressure on in that back line, and they have not made it easy for the girls in the white shirts this afternoon.
No, high pressure. As soon as they get on the ball, the back four, they're putting them right under the cosh.
The cosh?
The cosh, yeah.
Okay.
Got them in a vice grip, mate.
I know that. I know what that one. I know what a vice grip is. Here's Logan Gonzalez, top of the box, but met by Steele and knocked away.
Just trying to set herself free there, but it's broken away the other direction now.
And that's a little out of the reach of number 11 for the visitors, who we don't have a number 11. Terrific. Such is life in the broadcast booth. So 5 minutes in, still scoreless here at Southern Oak Stadium between AGC and your Jacksonville Armada. Here's Bella Pontieri. Plays it back to Ella Dudley. Ella Dudley, the sister of Ethan Dudley. Both played their high school ball at Bartram Trail High School. Ella getting ready to play her graduate season with the University of North Florida this upcoming year. Now pushing forward is Pontieri. Brilliant. Pokes ahead to Olivia Jarrell. Jarrell gets past Steele, takes a shot, and a goal!
What a goal!
Olivia Jarrell puts the Jacksonville Armada on the board. What a strike from the former St. Augustine Yellow Jacket.
Absolutely fantastic there, and it comes from Pontieri, getting turned, being able to find that ingenuity, that creativity to beat her, the player in front of her, and slip through a fantastically timed pass. Great touch, out of the feet from Jarrell, and the left foot laces through it, leaves the goalkeeper with absolutely no chance of that near post. Roofed it.
Oh, that's gorgeous right there. And
Olivia
Jarrell has been scoring goals her entire life. She is one who can really light up a scoreboard over the course of her career, both at St. Augustine High School and then in her college career at Columbus State, setting records at both with how often she was able to put her name on the score sheet. And here she gets it started for the Jacksonville Armada as they take on AGC Football. First goal of the match goes the way of Olivia Jarrell. Jacksonville looking for more. Bella Pontieri now. A rip from distance, knocked down, kept alive by Gonzalez. Puts it on her left foot, but just not enough pace on it, and falls easily to Haley Illigan.
I love this introduction of Bella Pontieri now, just getting on the ball. And it's exactly what we said before the game. When she's able to get on the ball and she gets the ball to feet, she's a real problem. For the opposition, of course.
Correct. Not a problem for us in the broadcast booth or for the folks watching at home supporting the Jacksonville Armada. Here's Gloria Yara in the middle of the field. Tries to thread the needle ahead to Katrina Rodriguez, but was a little out of position there to receive that pass, and Jacksonville will drop it back to Dutenhofer.
I do like the forward movement from AGC when they do get the opportunity to get into this Armada half.
They transition really quickly.
Absolutely, yeah, and that's something that we're noticing.
And Pontieri trying to transition quickly here. Jarrell's onside. She'll chase it down by the corner flag, and now starts to cut it back into the middle of the field. Another step, takes a rip, and this goes off the head of Steele. AGC gets a chance to clear, but only to the edge of the attacking third, where Kylie Overstreet's waiting for the Armada. She'll take it right back in, and she's met by a brick wall there on that back line for AGC. I always want to say AJC because of the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. That's a newspaper up in Atlanta. I don't have any AGCs in my life that I normally have to talk about. Here's Bella Pontieri now.
Spin just gets
taking it down the left side, and she'll put her foot to it. This one goes well wide and high of the net for a goal kick.
Very enthusiastic there.
Yeah.
Wants to get forward, wants to get her shots off. I mean, wouldn't you? You've seen one of your teammates shoot from that distance and be able to get it in, so why not?
Absolutely. So if you're just joining us, you missed an opening goal from Olivia Jarrell for the Jacksonville Armada. We said, hey, take command early. Keys to the game. First key, check. Now go see if you can get another one here in the early going against AGC. It is a hot one. maybe not as hot as yesterday was here in Jacksonville, but they're all hot days this time of year. But that's why we have water and pools and a beach. We have all these things built in to help us out.
But there is a slight breeze out there.
There was a little breeze. Yeah, no, I definitely noticed that as well during our pre-match shows. You see Ella Dudley drop it back to Gretchen Dutenhofer. Did not mind the breeze. That was nice.
Definitely needed.
Foul there at midfield, goes against AGC. You'll see the substitutes for the Jacksonville Armada start to make their way to the corner and get their warm-ups in. As mentioned, this is a game where multiple players can be subbed in and out, and back and forth they go throughout the course of this game. So important to stay ready, important to be able to keep your team fresh over this full 90 minutes, because they're going to be running a lot out there. They're going to be sweating, and hopefully they're getting those fluids inside. Here's Olivia Jarrell on the near side, drops it back. Bella Pontieri looking for help, cuts it back, still has a chance, now takes a shot to flex off of two players. Back to Jarrell it goes. Jarrell, little flick, sends it towards the center, and it's gathered in there by Iligen.
Edgy seat stuff here from the Armada. Bella Pontieri again finding it in that space, being able to create inside the box, just eluding the defenders again just to get a shot off. Not quite so lucky this time to get it on target, but Jarrell again outside, able to beat people in those one-on-one situations. Again, she's a very good player. Looks a very, very good player.
The most veteran player on this squad at 26 years old, and certainly a player who has seen a lot of minutes over the course of her career, so has seen a lot of things. As we get a look at head coach David Goff here in his first season with the Jacksonville Armada. The Welshman has been leading this team all season long and hoping to instill his style of play in this team out on the field this year.
I'm sure he's proud of the girls, you know, especially the way that they've started on a day like this.
Ball sent in by Chivers, but right to Iligen. She'll try to roll it out to her players and try to get one of those fast transitions we've seen from AGC, but this one quickly diffused by the Armada. Some fancy footwork there by Kylie Overstreet, and pushes it ahead. Well done with three defenders around her, able to keep possession the whole way as Paige McSwigan sends it long to the far side. Chasing it down is Logan Gonzalez, and a delayed flag goes up from the side judge for offside. That one took a little while there, but it went up. So, you know, that's the call.
Yeah, I think there was two players that could have made the run in, and Logan was just straight off.
So 14th minute. Here is Bella Pontieri. Seems like a lot of the offense has worked through her over the course of this first stretch in the first half. As to be expected in that midfield for the Armada.
Yeah, I know, but in the first game, I think the sort of onus, not even the onus, but I think the thought was that McSwigan was to be getting on the ball a lot more than she did in that first game. And now they're looking towards more Pontieri to be the sort of catalyst for anything going forward, which I'm very happy to see. She's a great player.
Taking another look at this foul here from Bella Faraday, just in there a little late and gets the caution, gets the yellow card given there for that late slide tackle that takes out the player for AGC.
Yeah, cheeky one that. Definitely a cheeky one. Might sting a little bit. Little bumps and bruises along the way, don't matter, but you know, it's a late tackle and she's definitely deserves the caution there for the challenge.
And so that's one of those situations where you take advantage of these substitutes, and you know, you make sure that she's not out there for extended periods of time and doesn't have that possibility. I mean, it's very early in this match to pick up a first yellow. So certainly something to keep an eye on for the course of this one here at Southern Oak Stadium. So we've talked about the Jacksonville Armada trying to find their first home victory of the season. So far in 2 home matches, a 0-0 draw that was shortened by the weather. Unfortunately, that was a bit of a bummer. We didn't love that one happening the way it did, but that home opener for the Armada against Dade County resulting in a 0-0 draw, ending in about the 69th minute as the storms rolled through, as they will in Northeast Florida. And then 8 days ago, the West Florida Flames made the trip here to Jacksonville to take on the Fleet, and that one resulted in a 1-1 draw for the Armada and West Florida Flames. Take a look at Fernando Hernandez giving some instructions to his players, head coach for AGC Football. Coming into this game, no wins, no draws, and 4 losses in 4 matches, but it's deceptive. I say that because, yes, they lost badly against West Florida Flames, but all 3 of the others have been 1-goal losses, so they've been competitive. They've been able to score in some of those matches. It's just a matter of getting over the hump and finding their way to earn some points this season. It's halfway through the season, still yet to do that. So the AGC football team coming up here from South Florida to take on the Armada. For the Armada, by the way, one more home match still to come here in the regular season, and that will be played next Tuesday. So next Tuesday, the Northport Fusion come to town to take on the Armada right here at Southern Oaks Stadium. Certainly hope you can come out and check out the girls in blue. If you need tickets, go to JacksonvilleArmada.com/ticket. As you get a look at Enma Amaya being helped to the side of the field. Certainly hope she's all right, as she suffered the injury there on that hard slide tackle from Bella Faherty that came in late and resulted in the first yellow card of the match. So number 15, Enma Amaya, comes off for AGC Football.
I think it may have been the landing that's impacted. She was impacted on the fall there.
When we get this thing restarted, it'll be a free kick for AGC. And you see the trainers from Jacksonville will go and assist as well on the far side. And there is your whistle. We are back underway. So if you're a player, Jamal, how hard is it to kind of reset and get your mind back into this thing after a little delay there that you had to kind of wait it out and maybe jog around a little bit, but not too much because it's a little hot out there?
No, you just got to keep your mind on the game. Oh,
here's Gonzalez, gets past her defender, one-on-one with the keeper, gets, just a light touch. Needed a little more on that to elude Illusion, and that's a tough one for Logan Gonzalez. She's going to want that one back a little later on.
Absolutely, yeah. She's got herself in a fantastic position. With her pace obviously getting away, just a touch at the end of it, you know, she could have squared it across to a teammate across from her. Chose to take it on herself, but just wasn't able to get anything on the finish to get it past the goalkeeper in net there, Illigen.
And the book is out again for another early caution here in the 19th minute. This one going against AGC Football. So 2 yellow cards here in the span of 5 minutes. Head official trying to keep this one in control. That one goes against Juliano Romero Arenas. Here's Faherty, number 20, the one who earned the yellow for Jacksonville. But it's AGC who will take off the other way. Their captain, number 14, Cynthia Peretti, sends it long. And now to the near side, giving chase for the visitors, is Melanie Russo. Can't quite get to it, and this will be a throw in for Jacksonville.
I love this combination on the left-hand side. Overstreet and Jarrell, lots of energy, lots of pace. Good in 1v1 situations, want to get forward. Both of them do love and will not shy away from a tackle. So, you know, it's going to be very difficult for AGC to create anything down this right-hand side, I'm sure.
Here's Steele for AGC. Ahead, one more touch to the near side, as that's Emily Peterson. And this ball covered by Dutenhofer. 20 minutes into this action in the WPSL. Appreciate everybody joining us on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. Hope you had a chance to catch the men's game last night. We'll have a replay of that coming up later today on the network and then posted to the Action Sports Jacks YouTube page tomorrow at 1 o'clock, as well as this matchup. So you'll have a chance to go watch that on our Action Sports Jacks YouTube page as well. Here's Bella Pontieri, sends it long. Now a ball sent inside. Here's Olivia Jarrell, top of the 18, on her right foot, takes a rip off the back post. It wasn't the goal, it was that back netting. It's very deceptive, hard to see sometimes. Kind of looks like it's going off a post, but it's the metal post of the catch fence behind, so not too excited. You see it ding off a post, you get excited, you know, it's just the wrong one.
No, I think the Armada are just really just cutting through this AGC back line at will right now. So many opportunities where they've been able to penetrate and get through. It's just adding that extra finish again, just this similar situation as we had last week where a lot of chances were created, but just being able to add that last little finish at the end of stuff is what they are looking for.
Here's Peterson with the throw in, and now that's number 9, Yara. Earns the throw in for AGC. She'll leave it for Peterson. Back to Yara. Has help from Russo as well. Instead drops back to Peretti. AGC will build from the back with Steele sending it long, but to no one in particular. AGC does get it right back though. Center of the field. And Kylie Overstreet there to take it away for the Armada. Tries to go forward to Jarrell, gets run through the back, and that'll be a foul called against AGC. What do you think? Chivers shoot from here? It's only about 80 yards.
She wouldn't mind it. I definitely think she'd probably have a go if she could.
By the way, this is a great moment to let you know that if you are watching our broadcast, however you're watching it, let us know on Twitter or X. Go to @StewartASJacks. Give me a reply to my most recent tweet, and let me know where you're at. We'll give you a shout-out. This ball makes it through. Here's Pontieri. Top of attacking third, takes a shot just wide of the net.
That's not very far off.
No,
there.
that wasn't far off.
Not far off at all. Another opportunity there, and it's Pontieri with that left foot again. 1v1 situations, 30 yards out. She's able to just create, you know, Jinky wants to go left, wants to go right, chops back out on the left-hand side again and gets her shot off. Goalkeeper left ball ends up as well.
And give that full extension to the left.
And that's what we want to see. You know, you want to see creative players go and express themselves. And these girls, you know, they have no pressure no pressure at all. They're going out there full of confidence, which I'm sure that comes from you know, their coach instilling that sort of in them. They go out and perform, and these forward players are really trying to go out and do some stuff out here today.
Nice work by Yara. Finds a streaking AGC player. They've got 2 right there, but a foul is called against AGC. Got a little too physical in that back line with Maggie Mace, and free kick for the Armada. Here is Overstreet. Ahead to Jarrell. She'll earn a throw in. And we'll have a substitution from the sideline. We take a look at who is coming in for this matchup. And it looks like Jacksonville will make their first substitution. As a reminder, players come in and out of this one throughout the course of this matchup. So Chivers will come off. Hannah Lemieux will come on for the Armada. So the St. John's Country Day standout Hannah Lemieux enters the game, playing her college ball at Holy Cross. This is sophomore this upcoming season.
It's good to see Coach Goff utilizing the changes that he can make. Obviously, Chivers working hard in that central midfield role. I think you're going to see that a lot.
Nice little back heel there from Faherty.
Great little ball.
A shot, not bad. Get Logan Gonzalez right there. Bella Ruggiano taking that shot, and Gonzalez would have been ready if that bounced off the keeper's hands in a favorable position. Here's Yara now trying to send it long again. Yara's been very good in that midfield, both winning balls and finding her teammates on the run. As you see,
great
the
feet to get free,
new substitute there, Hannah Lemieux. Those fresh legs, been watching, been hydrating, able to get into the game and immediately make a quick difference there. Ball sent ahead to Jarrell, but nobody home on the forward pass. He'll drop all the way back to steal for AGC as Pontieri gives chase. Free ball in the middle of the field. Now here comes AGC again. Sends it long, has a player making a run. Jacksonville's defense recovers.
Maggie Mace again.
Has it sent back. Maggie Mace, the Pontevedra grad.
Does absolute wonders there to keep the ball as well.
Here's McSweeney now ahead. As Jacksonville looks to push it. Gonzalez to the far side. Ruggiano giving chase. We'll say it doesn't go across that sideline. And now Yara, another one of those long balls up the middle. This one falls harmlessly to Gretchen Dutenhofer. Now Jacksonville pushing forward. Lovely ball through the middle. Still alive. Here's Gonzalez and the goal. Puts it into the back of the net. Does Logan Gonzalez after Haley Illusion, the keeper, can't quite corral it. It's a second goal for the Armada and a 2-0 lead in the 27th minute.
Just a fantastic ball again. Bella Pontieri turning that midfield area and slotting through a fantastically weighted pass. Logan didn't get the first attempt.
She didn't have to touch it.
The goalkeeper spills it, able to capitalize on the drop, and a great little finish just past the final defender there from Logan Gonzalez, putting her team ahead.
Sometimes the possibility of the collision will make you worry a little bit and misplay the ball. That's certainly what happened there. So Logan Gonzalez will absolutely take it. She'll take that one and find her way into the score sheet with the second goal of the match tonight for the Jacksonville Armada.
Then we're getting a little water break here, a little hydration break.
Hydration break as we are midway through this first half. If you're Jacksonville, you got to keep the foot on the pedal. You can't settle for this 2-0 lead. We have seen AGC able to string together some good passes and to send that ball long at the right times. It's just a matter of now, can you keep that pressure up if you're the Armada?
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. You know, you have to still be cautious if you are the Armada in this game. AGC are very willing to attack, make this fantastic movement in that attacking third when they do get opportunities to move the ball and space to create. So you just have to be wary. But with the likes of Maggie Mace back there and Ella Dudley, they've done a fantastic job of just weathering the storm. Whenever the opportunities do fall to the opposition, they're always there to clean stuff up at the back, and they're very, very, very well trained on being able to play out from the back. So, you know, they can throw caution to the wind in certain moments and kind of get away with it. Well, you don't want to take those chances, though. You still don't want to take those chances at 2-0.
And you see some coaching going on down there on the sideline from both sidelines. Of course, Coach Hernandez with AGC and Coach Goffey over there on the Armada sideline. It's all about development in these leagues. It's, lots of young players getting minutes, learning situations, and learning about the game without a doubt. And a great way to learn is by scoring a lot of goals.
Yeah, most definitely. And that's what we're seeing today. I'm so happy to be able to see the girls and get some goals and get rewarded for all the hard work that they're doing, because it's not easy. It's not easy. The guys get out there, they train early in the morning, they train in the heat of the day. And I've been out there a couple of times. Look at the communication from the girls here, just organizing, making sure that everyone's in the right spots, just so they can preserve their energy. And when they do get the ball, they want to be able to go and make stuff happen in the final third. So I'm sure that's what they're doing, just making sure the structure of the group is right, making sure that they're all taking care of their roles and responsibilities in there. Shows a lot of leadership as well, right?
Yeah, and that was Ella Dudley right there in the middle of it. We mentioned Bartram Trail graduate, former St. Johns County Player of the Year, back when the Bears went and won a state championship back in the day, and now getting ready to play her final season at college ball at UNF this upcoming fall. So really cool for her to get that chance to come back home and play for the Ospreys, and yeah, play in front of a home crowd as she's doing this evening. Of course, shout out to her brother as well, has been playing for the men's side for a long time. Got that chance to move up to MLS Next Pro at the beginning of this season, so hopefully he's been doing well up there with Atlanta United too. And
yes, sir. Great opportunity for the lad.
The Dudleys have represented the Armada very well.
Absolutely.
All across the board. Here's Olivia Jarrell set for the throw-in on the near side. Headed back, but a little too strong there from Paige McSwegan.
Such a high percentage that the possession is lost from the team that's throwing the ball in, from dead balls in games like this. It's such a high percentage that the ball is, you know, turned over in those situations.
Here's a turnover right here. Paige McSwegan centers. Pontieri now, already 2 assists. She'll drop it back to Lemieux. Lemieux from distance. And that one is up and off the catch fence in the back. So it'll be a goal kick for AGC. And here we go. Mass changes coming for the Jacksonville Armada. As 20, 27, 26, 32 all coming off. 9 as well, Logan Gonzalez. So 5 substitutes coming off. We'll try and keep track of everybody who just came in for the Armada. That's fun. This is fun. There's Ainsley Meyer, Landry Bauer into the game as well. And that's the thing, when you have a team full of capable players, you can keep them fresh. You can make these kind of mass substitutions, give a whole another group a chance to go out there and have the opportunity to get some minutes. Hayden Patrick, Sarah Brunner, both coming into the game as well.
Landry Bauer to take the free kick.
Into the middle there for Hayden Patrick, and this will go out. Landry Bauer, by the way, 14 years old. Plays for Jacksonville FC. Without a doubt, the youngest player on this roster for the Armada, and one of the up-and-comers when it comes to players in this area where we have so many. Here's Jacksonville now on the run. This ball deflects. Here's Jarrell giving chase. Gets a collision with the keeper. Ball still alive. Haven't heard a whistle. Jarrell chases it down into the corner. One defender to beat. Has some help in the middle. Gets it ahead to Meyer. Meyer centering ball right into the arms of Iligen, but had some blue jerseys making a run towards that 6-yard box.
It's been under an awful lot of pressure in this first half an hour. Hayley Iligen's come out on the better side of a lot of the opportunities that she's had to go up against here.
So here's Jacksonville, some possession in midfield. McSwegan ahead to Meyer. AGC able to dispossess and drop it back, but still have it in their own end and still being harassed by those blue jerseys for the Armada. Looking for the 1-2, our AGC. Instead, it'll come back to Jacksonville, but you got a lot of white jerseys here. A little 4-on-4, 5-on-4 opportunity if they can make a run and push it forward. Romero Arenas loses the ball, gets it back, cuts it back into the middle, has Yara. Yara now up the middle, and this ball cleared by Jacksonville. All the way back for AGC's Karina Steele, excuse me. Dispossessed. And this ball sent long by Jarrell. Looking for the run there from Landry Bauer. Here's Deirdre Bia. Now Jarrell gets it back, and Jarrell sees an open teammate. It's Sarah Brunner giving chase on the far side. There's Tate Trevette in the middle of the field. Brunner centers into the box, cleared out. It'll be a throw in for Jacksonville as Dearne Boto appeals to the side judge for, I don't know, something. She wanted something there. I don't know, threw her arms in the air. Wasn't happy.
Might have thought that there was an offside, maybe.
Here's Bauer with the throw in. Now Brunner cuts it back, sends it across, but right into the arms of Iligen. Thus far in this first half, Jacksonville out shooting the visitors 9-1 at this point. And ahead on the score sheet as well, 2-0. Romero Arenas ahead to Yara. She'll drop it back to Juliana Romero Arenas. Looking long. This will fall all the way to Gretchen Dutenhofer. As you get a glimpse there at section 904 in the shade. Good day to have a little shade if you're here at the Oak Shrouded Arlington campus of Jacksonville University. Ella Dudley still in the game. One of the few that didn't get subbed off in that mass substitution. And you got to keep some of the players out there who are going to help you keep form and keep their teammates in the right spots. Here's Patrick, excuse me, up the middle of the field looking for Brunner.
Oh, good feet.
And this ball sent long. So AGC gives chase, but Dudenhofer able to get there first.
So much time on the ball in that central midfield area for the Armada when they are able to find an entry pass.
I mean, look at all this space, too, for Petrick. One player to beat, gets around her. Has Jarrell, and they're going to say offside on that play. All right, offside call here in the 37th minute. Shout out to all the fans making out to Southern Oak Stadium on a beautiful Sunday afternoon in Jacksonville. And we've got more substitutions coming in. Logan Gonzalez set to come back in for the Armada. She will replace Olivia Jarrell. So Jarrell goes to the sideline for the first time today. Of course, scored that beautiful goal to get the scoring started. And Gonzalez scored the second. So one goal scorer for another in this substitution. AGC bringing Melanie Russo back on in place of Katrina Rodriguez. A little pressure there, Gonzalez. Of course, we're new to the WPSL, are the Jacksonville Armada. Our first season as a franchise, getting a chance to play in this league against the likes of AGC, the West Florida Flames, Cape Coral, all these other teams from the Sunshine Conference, all competing in the state of Florida, as the fouls called on McSweigan for some shoulder-to-shoulder physical play there with Steele.
I love that, though. I love that. Wants to win the ball high up, wants to work back. As soon as she got the opportunity, she wants to go forward as well. That's what we want to see more of. Justice.
And that ball goes right out of bounds, so it'll be a throw-in for Jacksonville.
Justice.
Did you say justice?
I mean, to me, it didn't look like a foul, mate. I'm just being honest with you.
Do you know the expression we use for this one?
What's that?
Ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie, yeah, exactly.
Ball don't lie right there. Here's a nice ball through for AGC. But not nice enough, as the flag was up on the near side for an offside against the visitors. Ella Dudley now back to the center. But as I was mentioning, WPSL, we're new to the league this year. We're learning more about these teams, these opponents, and the style of play, right? I mean, you kind of have to get used to whatever style is going to take place within your division. You see Logan Gonzalez taking on her defender. A little collision there with Romero Arenas. And 2-on-1 for Jacksonville. They finally get it away. But they say play on. Here comes Steele down the near side, poked away by Petrick. Of course, it's a short season, just 8 games over the course of this summer. 8 opportunities to go out there, and only 4 of them at home for Jacksonville this year. And important to take advantage of every opportunity you have, not just as a team, but as a player. Nicely done there by Melanie Russo. As this will fall to Dutenhofer.
Haven't seen much of Melanie Russo, but that was absolutely fantastic. I want to see more of it.
Yeah, she just came back in as a substitute after taking a bit of a break there in this first half, so a little fresh legs. Mm-hmm. We got some Gatorade over there on the sideline. That always gets you going. Do you ever? What was your hydration of choice during the game? You just a straight water guy? Gatorade?
Water, yeah, definitely water. Before the games, it was normally some beet juice.
Beet juice?
Beet juice, yeah.
Okay. Here's Jacksonville, a little cut back. Still alive, has it again. This one skied high into the air towards the spot, headed down over the head of Tate Trevette. And now AGC with a chance to go the other way. Beet juice. I've heard that's really good for you.
No, carrots and beet juice.
Okay.
A little bit of apple sometimes. It's good for you.
So not Coke Zero sugar? That's not?
No.
Okay, just checking.
Not Coke.
Here's Tate Trevette, middle of the field. Dispossessed at the last moment there by Emily Peterson.
Coke Zero?
What?
Who drinks Coke Zero before a soccer game?
I did today. Does that not count?
Oh, yeah.
Is that broadcasters? I guess it's a little different, huh?
Yeah, a little bit different than playing out in 100 degrees, mate.
I mean, I guess. I don't know. We're playing hard here in the booth, man.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true. Well, no, yeah, definitely beet juice is what I used to have before games start, 24 hours before. Get a good gallon of that in you.
A gallon of it?
Over 24 hours, not obviously in one sitting.
Yeah, not right at once.
No. It wouldn't even be a gallon. It'd probably be about a litre. So I like that a little bit.
Okay, all right. You know, I mean, hard to beat that, I guess.
A litre of it, not
a litre.
in one sitting.
Okay.
In 24 hours.
Yeah,
So it's probably around 4
right.
300ml bottles.
Here's Tate Trevette inside the 18. And you see some more of that physical play there. She and Boto going shoulder to shoulder. They appeal for that one to go off of an Armada player. We're just getting hands flippantly thrown in the air. It'll be a throw in for Jacksonville down by the corner flag, and Landry Bauer set to take it. Here's Bauer ahead to Sarah Brunner. Looking for the cross, able to get past one defender. Now a second, right to the top of the 18-yard line it goes. And falls away from Jacksonville. That looked like it was going to be a scoring opportunity for Jacksonville, just the way that ball kind of floated towards the spot. Was no one around it, but nobody for the girls in blue able to get to it in time and make a difference on it as you take a look at Hayden Petrick. Throw in. Now Ainsley Meyer, middle of the field, dispossessed. Here comes AGC the other way. And a foul called against Ainsley Meyer. So we've seen some physicality out there, but it is one of the interesting things. Sometimes the women's game is significantly more physical than the men's game, which a lot of people don't realize until they watch a game or two, and then they're like, oh, gosh.
Well, yeah, we've had 2 pretty serious injuries over the past couple of weeks here at Southern Oak. And it is due to the passion, you know, from the players that want to win.
And here's a chance for Tate Trevette. And AGC able to get the ball away. Now Sarah Brunner. See if that keeper was still off her line, but can't quite get to the spot where she could take a shot from distance.
Couldn't get that separation space to get a shot away. But again, high pressure from both teams. Nobody wants to give the other team time on the ball. There's a lot of challenges flying in. Might be an opportunity there for the breakaway.
Here it is, absolutely. McSwegan centering ball. Tate Trevette brings it down, takes a shot, and a score into the back of the net for Tate Trevette. That'll make it 3-0 Jacksonville.
Tate Trevette makes no mistake there. One-on-one opportunity. Brilliant work there from McSwegan. Gets herself in on the wrong side of the defensive line. Puts a fantastic ball in front of her mate. And she finishes it off with not a problem there. Makes it score 3-0.
So last week it was Chloe Chivers from Wales. This week, Tate Trevette, another Welsh woman, into the back of the net. I'm sorry if I'm getting that wrong. I think it's a Welsh woman. Like it'd be a Welshman. Be a Welsh woman.
Yeah, you're not going to call her a Welshman.
No, I know that. I'm saying I'm not sure if a Welsh woman is the correct term. She's from Wales, people. That's what I'm trying to say here.
And she scored a fantastic
goal. There it
goal.
is. Yeah, throw your arms in the air, Tate. Great goal there.
Fantastic
Love
stuff.
to see it.
Brilliant. And, you know, this is the big smile on the face there. It means something to the girl. You know, you think even these summer league games where they're playing, you know, a short amount of time, but they build those relationships so quickly, and they all want to do well. It's a developmental league, but these girls, they really want to win games and perform.
Another nice ball from Logan Gonzalez. Sarah Brunner can't quite catch it up to it, as that'll go across the end line for a goal kick. We're in stoppage time here in the first half. Jacksonville now leading 3-0 on that scoreboard. Section 904 popping some blue smoke there, celebrating yet another goal for the girls in blue.
even on a day like this, the energy level from section 904 is just brilliant. You can hear it from here. The horns, the drums are beating, and it's adds to the energy of the game that the girls bring.
You see Chloe Chivers just re-entering the game for Paige McSweengan, who had the assist on that third goal. Still waiting to hear how much stoppage time. Usually 2 or 3 minutes here in these matchups that add the injury timeout. As we get set to take this one to the half in a few moments. 3-0 the score for Jacksonville. We're getting that score bug updated for you as soon as we possibly can. But the Armada lead this thing on a beautiful goal from Tate Trevette. Now Jacksonville may be trying to find one more before the half. It is Trevette giving chase. And here's an opportunity, a big collision. I don't know if they're going to call that as a foul on Trevette. That was a collision between the defender and the keeper. The Jacksonville player had... Okay, all right. Jacksonville player gets a yellow card when the defender collided with their goalkeeper, but let's go with it, sure. There's another yellow card for Jacksonville here in the first half as Haley Illigen is down and grabbing at her left arm. You don't want to see any injuries, but from first glance, it looked like a collision between the defender and the goalkeeper to me.
Yeah, but there might have been a slight nudge.
Maybe a nudge.
I mean, I don't want to, you don't want to adjudge somebody to have done something. But I think that's where the frustration comes from the defender there. Might have been a nudge. But I mean, the expectation is that you're going to get some sort of contact as everyone's running towards the ball. And as you can see, the frustration.
Yeah.
Hand signaling, a lot of pointing, gesturing. As tensions are running high here in this first half, but other than that, really, it's been a fantastically played and very fair game from both sides. Obviously, competitive edges being added to it here, but I'm sure Illigen should be, and I hope that she is okay and able to carry on throughout this game. As she gets treatment at the edge of the area right now.
So Jacksonville certainly is taking control on the scoreline, leading 3-0 over AGC here in the first half. We are in stoppage time. You see a backup keeper warming up for AGC Football. We'll see if they need to make the substitution for Haley Illigen here in the final moments of this first half. Or you take it into the locker room and then reassess when you come out for the second. So one more home match still to come for the Jacksonville Armada women's team. They will be playing at home next Tuesday. So next Tuesday, Southern Oak Stadium, that's the 25th of June, taking on the Northport Fusion. You can come and check that one out in person here at Southern Oak Stadium, or catch it on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network as you see Illigen walking off under her own power. That one, by the way, will be a 5 p.m. kickoff. So 5 p.m. on Tuesday the 25th here at Southern Oak Stadium. As the players get set to finish up these remaining moments of the first half, Illigen comes off for AGC Football. More discussions to be had on the sideline. And it's almost turned into another hydration break, but we're just about to get to the halftime. So let's get them back on the field. Let's go play this last minute or two and head to the break. Maybe that's just me talking. Appreciate everybody joining us on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. Again, let me know how you're watching. We want to know our audience this afternoon, be it on social media, Go to Twitter at Stuart, S-T-U-A-R-T-A-S Jax. Send me a tweet. Let us know if you're watching on the web, on the app, on your TV. I know I was watching a bit of the replay earlier today on one of the TVs. I had the Dutch game on one screen. I had the men's match from last night, a big win for the boys in blue on the other screen. Here's Jacksonville now, another chance. Sarah Brunner, shot,
what
goal!
A goal that is.
I guess that's why they wanted to get back out there and finish the first half. How about a goal from Sarah Brunner to close out this first 45 minutes against the reserve keeper? Doesn't matter what keeper was in net for that one. Brunner just takes a rip. Take another look.
Absolute rifle. Gets her space, turns on the swivel and just unleashes an absolute firecracker into the top left-hand corner there. Goalkeeper left, stranded on an island as the ball just flies past her into the roof of the net. Brilliant stuff. And you know what? That's what we want to see. That's exactly what we want to see. Take chances, get turned at the top of the box. Take your shots. Brilliant end to this first half to make it 4. Might even be 5.
So there is your halftime whistle before they could make it 5, as Sarah Brunner just puts an exclamation point there. You see a little flex there for the sideline for the coaches. 4-0. Jacksonville takes the lead here as we head to the break. We're going to take a timeout here on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. When we come back, we'll discuss that first 45 minutes. As a reminder, 4-0 now for Jacksonville as they get that scoreboard updated here on the network. We'll be right back with more. People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From 1954 to 2024, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. That commitment includes a partnership with the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team as the presenting sponsor of all Armada men's and women's broadcasts this summer. Action Sports Jacks and Alive Credit Union, a partnership that just makes sense when it comes to covering Northeast Florida. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of our first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
Imagine a brokerage platform that gives agents the flexibility to move between comp plans so that they can spend their entire career in one place while earning stock and recruiting other agents. And imagine the entire enterprise is created and backed by a proven industry innovator. Now imagine this platform already exists. Imagine you own this platform. Imagine how large you can grow, how much revenue share you could earn. Just imagine.
This is Jacksonville University. It's not just a perfect place for sunny waterfront beauty shots. Although, here you choose the future you want. How? By defining it yourself. You customize your path and make it one of a kind. You want to build a future where you decide what impact you make? You want to create a life that's limited by nothing but your own ingenuity? You've come to the right place.
International soccer returns this summer. Don't miss your chance to see teams from the biggest league in the world in Jacksonville as they compete for their first trophy of the season, the Stateside Cup. Be there when Premier League clubs Wolves and West Ham take the pitch July 27th at Everbank Stadium, home of the Jaguars. With the series trophy on the line, competition will be fierce. Tickets on sale now for as low as $35. Buy your tickets today at StatesideCup.com.
And welcome back to Southern Oaks Stadium. A late goal in the first half makes it 4 for the Jacksonville Armada as they have a commanding lead over AGC Football as we hit the break on the first 45 minutes of action in WPSL action here. I'm Stuart Weber along with Jamal Johnson. Jamal, let's take a look at some of those first half highlights thus far for the girls in blue. Taking care of business thus far. You take a look at some of the action. Of course, Chloe Chivers not afraid to take a shot. Gretchen Duttenhopper hasn't been called on too often. You see her make a dive there for that ball. But Olivia Jarrell able to get the team on the scoreboard first.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic again. Bella Pontieri with a nice slip pass through. And Jarrett makes no mistake with that left foot. Rifles have the first goal of the afternoon in.
It would not be the only one. Here's another attempt from Bella Pontieri from distance and another beautiful pass. Just 2 assists. That's an easy one for Logan Gonzalez after the keeper can't corral it. And Gonzalez, the former Mandarin Mustang, makes it 2.
Great finish, and it's not not the easiest of finishes. Jarrell here making herself a nuisance again. Is able to run out and get another opportunity, and she just kept causing problems all day long down this left-hand side. Great little ball in here for the third. Fantastically finished. Away, slotted past the goalkeeper, again to her left.
Tate Trevette with the third, and then Sarah Brunner just before the break, a rocket off the right foot. As you take a look at the first half stats, Jacksonville up 4-0 on AGC Football, 10-1 on the shots and 6 of them on goal. The original keeper Haley Illusion, working a lot for the visitors today. 4 saves thus far in the first half. No corners. We'll get our Campione Law corner kick in by the second half. We'll get one eventually. 3 fouls on each side and 3 total yellow cards. So there has been some physical play out there, as you see, and an offside on each side thus far in this match. Jacksonville leading it 4-0 in this WPSL matchup. And really, Jacksonville has played so well when you talk about those midfielders, Bella Pontieri, Paige McSwegan, and Chloe Chivers, who have just been tremendous in that midfield setting up their teammates. When we come back, we'll take a look around the WPSL and much more on the halftime show right here on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 Network. International soccer returns to Jacksonville this summer. Don't miss your chance to see teams from the biggest league in the world here in Northeast Florida as they compete for their first trophy of the season, the Stateside Cup. Be there when Premier League clubs West Ham and Wolves take the pitch July 27th at Everbank Stadium, home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Tickets are on sale now for as low as $35 at statesidecup.com.
Ancla Dorada. The official bear of your Jacksonville Armada.
The Action Sports Jax 24/7 network is streaming. I'm Stuart Weber, and I'm here to teach you a nice 3-step process on how you can watch all your favorite programming from the Brent and Austin Show every weekday 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. or the Cup Date with me. It's fantastic. We talk NASCAR. It's a great time. Wednesdays at 1 o'clock. All right, first step, easy. Download the Action News Jax app. You probably already have it downloaded on your phone, so you might already have that one taken care of. Step 2, see that stack of pancakes up there? You click that stack of pancakes, and it's going to bring down step number 3, which is a full screen of all the different streams that you can click on, including the Action Sports Jax 24/7 stream. You click that, the video's rocking and rolling on your mobile device, you're watching all the shows you want to, and you're having a good time. You can also do it on your smart TV with the Action News Jax Now app. I do it on my Samsung TV at home. It's a great way to watch it on a nice, large screen for all the content. That's the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. Hope you can find it.
It's a new logo, new branding. With Bold City Heating and Air, it's an old school approach. One of the few locally owned and operated air conditioning businesses left in Jacksonville.
It's hot, Florida in the summer. You can't do much to avoid it, but you can keep cool with Bold City Heating and Air.
It's every customer counts kind of service, from when these trucks have pulled up to my home over the last couple of years and when they pull into your driveway as well. From communication to pricing to the actual service, everyone at Bold City Heating and Air cares about you. You know who's coming to your house. You know they will be well trained, and they will respect your home. Air conditioning convenience at BoldCityAC.com.
Stay cool while it gets hot. Bold City Heating and Air can help. Don't get caught sweating all summer. BoldCityAC.com, and they have financing to help. New systems starting at $110 a month and $50 off any repairs.
Stay safe, stay comfortable with Bold City Heating and Air at BoldCityAC.com. Homegrown, in your hometown.
We welcome you back to Southern Oaks Stadium here on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 Network. Halftime of this Women's Premier Soccer League matchup between your Jacksonville Armada Women's Under-23 team and the visitors from AGC Football. Let's take a look at the Sunshine Conference all around the league, as this is the last matchup of the weekend. 3 on Saturday, and Seminole Ice earning a 4-2 victory over the Florida Gulf Coast Dutch Lions. FC Prime defeats Northport Fusion FC 5-0. Northport Fusion, by the way, the next match for the Armada next Tuesday, so you have that one on tap. And then a close one, West Florida Flames earns a 1-0 victory over Cape Coral Cyclones, and we know Cape Coral is a solid side as well, the only team to have beaten the Jacksonville Armada thus far this season. We take a look at your upcoming schedule for the Fleet, and there it is, just 2 more. It's wild how fast this season has flown by. Just 8 games over the course of a month and a half or so. And the home finale will be next Tuesday, Northport Fusion. That is a 5 p.m. kickoff. 5 p.m. kickoff for the match against Northport, followed by a finale on the road at the Seminole Ice. I don't know if that game is played on ice, if they get to drink water with ice. I'm not sure exactly the stipulation there when it comes to the Seminole Ice, but maybe you could do some soccer, hockey, or something on the ice. I don't know. That'd be fun. Look at your visitors' schedule for AGC Football. They still have Dade County, Seminole, and the Cape Coral Cyclones yet to play over the course of this summer. Jamal, 45 minutes down, 45 to go for Jacksonville. What do you want to see here in the second half?
I mean, looking at the key points of the game, I think they did absolutely brilliant to go out there and be able to create. Put high pressure on from the start. I remember 10 seconds in, I think the first tackle was won in the opposing half. The Armada have set their intentions today and really pushed forward to get what they've earned, and it's everything really. 4-0. You know, it's a fantastic start to the game, and they followed up, kept knocking down the door, beating down the door, as well as the Section 904 fans have been beating on their drums. It's been brilliant.
All right, time for another break here on the halftime show. Getting closer to the start of the second half. Your Jacksonville Armada lead it 4-0 on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 Network.
Guess who's back?
Get your tickets at JacksonvilleArmada.com.
This is Jacksonville University. It's not just a perfect place for sunny waterfront beauty shots. Although, here you choose the future you want. How? By defining it yourself. You customize your path and make it one of a kind. You want to build a future where you decide what impact you make? You want to create a life that's limited by nothing but your own ingenuity? You come to the right place.
People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From 1954 to 2024, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. That commitment includes a partnership with the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team as the presenting sponsor of all Armada men's and women's broadcasts this summer. Action Sports Jacks and Alive Credit Union, a partnership that just makes sense when it comes to covering Northeast Florida. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of our first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop. When you think sports, you think Action Sports Jacks, the official station of the Jaguars, on location for every game. But the most experienced team in town doesn't stop there. From high school football to the big events in the area, Action Sports Jacks is always on. Now, we take that to a new level. Action Sports Jacks 24/7 is around-the-clock coverage of the teams you love and the moments you can't miss. The best local sports in Jacksonville on Action Sports Jacks 24/7.
And we're back again. Jacksonville Armada with a lead here 4-0 at halftime. We'll be right back getting into this second half.
People helping people is at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From 1954 to 2024, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. That commitment includes a partnership with the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team as the presenting sponsor of all Armada men's and women's broadcasts this summer. Action Sports Jacks and Alive Credit Union, a partnership that just makes sense when it comes to covering Northeast Florida. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of our first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
Imagine a brokerage platform that gives agents the flexibility to move between comp plans so that they can spend their entire career in one place while earning stock and recruiting other agents. And imagine the entire enterprise is created and backed by a proven industry innovator. Now imagine this platform already exists. Imagine you own this platform. Imagine how large you can grow, how much revenue share you can earn. Just imagine.
This is Jacksonville University. It's not just a perfect place for sunny waterfront beauty shots. Although, here you choose the future you want. How? By defining it yourself. You customize your path and make it one of a kind. You want to build a future where you decide what impact you make? You want to create a life that's limited by nothing but your own ingenuity? You've come to the right place.
International soccer returns this summer. Don't miss your chance to see teams from the biggest league in the world in Jacksonville as they compete for their first trophy of the season, the Stateside Cup. Be there when Premier League clubs Wolves and West Ham take the pitch July 27th at Everbank Stadium, home of the Jaguars. With the series trophy on the line, competition will be fierce. Tickets on sale now for as low as $35. Buy your tickets today at statesidecup.com.
And welcome back to Southern Oaks Stadium, home of your Jacksonville Armada all summer long. Men's and women's teams playing all their home matches right here on the campus of Jacksonville University. We are getting ready for the start of the second half. Jacksonville currently leading this thing 4-0 over AGC Football here in the WPSL. So excited for a second half, and let's see who else can find their way into the score sheet for the Jacksonville Armada. That is certainly something we will be keeping an eye on. And we'll see who's able to come up big for the Armada. Jamal, who do you got? Who's going to score?
This half, I'm looking again. Bella Pontieri deserves one. She's got 2 great assists in there already. I feel like I've said her name enough today, but won't mind saying it again. She's done absolutely great. She deserves it. McSwiggan, I think he's got a good opportunity as well.
We love that long kick attempt. That try.
And it's happened.
Yeah.
Quite often, hasn't it?
Yeah, we do like that one.
Yeah, I just think that it's something that they want to do. I think, get yourself on SportsCenter Top 10 or something like that. It's always a good way to do it. Goal straight from kickoff.
Here's McSwiggan pushing forward, looking for Gonzalez. Only one change for Jacksonville as we start up the second half, and that's Pia Bozic will now be in goal for the Armada. So Gretchen Dudenhofer heads to the bench for the second 45. I would imagine the full second 45. But Jacksonville reverts back to its original starting 11 in this one. So expect the likes of Olivia Jarrell, Logan Gonzalez, as well as Bella Ruggiano up top, Paige McSweigan, Chloe Chivers, and Bella Pontieri in the midfield. Here is Jacksonville, and there is McSweigan there in the 10. Getting this thing back underway. Long ball ahead, looking for Ruggiano, just a bit too far for her to track down.
And we've seen an awful lot of that. Through balls, win the ball back, immediately look for the space in behind for this forward line to go and get on the end of.
Intercepted at midfield by Jacksonville. If you're just joining us, the Armada with 4 first half goals.
Oh, what a little through ball that is.
Here is possibly a 5th. Bella Ruggiano from close distance.
Gaping space on that far post, she just wanted to take it early. And I think she wanted to take a little extra care on the finish, with it bobbling a little bit on its way through there. But another opportunity for the Armada, just fantastic, cutting through, passes in behind. Every time they win the ball back, they're looking to get forward, looking to make have a positive first touch, wanting to get those through balls played forward.
Here's Faherty into the middle of the field. And Ruggiano giving chase, trying to get it back. But Yara sends long, seeking Russo, and there's the flag for, and they're going to let him play through it. Finally, Kylie Overstreet gets it ahead to Gonzalez. There's Gonzalez, middle of the field. Here's a chance, and it falls to Vanessa Osorio, the backup keeper for AGC, who came into the game late in that first half. There's Faherty able to knock it away. And right back to Bella. One of the many Bellas in this lineup today for Jacksonville. We mentioned 3 Bellas. And thus far, Bella Pontieri's played a big part of it. Bella Ruggiano, Bella Faherty hoping to get involved as well. Just get it to Bella. One of those many keys to the game.
Well, picked up again here. Positive first touch. Breaking forward again on this left-hand side.
Chivers on the far side. Looking to be settled by Gonzalez in the middle, and now a foot race to get to it. Poked away by AGC. It'll be a throw-in for the Armada. It will be Bella Faherty with the throw-in. Chasing it down is Maggie Mace, as well as Paige McSweigan. Might have got her foot caught up with another player there for a moment, as you see her taking a look at it.
I really like Maggie Mace back there as well. Very good player.
Here's Pontieri sending the ball in, but well up and over the crossbar. Results in a goal kick for AGC.
Couple pops from distance in the first half. Another one to add to her tally in the second. I think she wants to get herself on the score sheet.
I think so.
I mean, she's done well so far. On the creative side, being able to slot through a couple assists in that first half. She deserves a goal.
I still count her as being on the score sheet with the 2 assists.
Oh, yeah.
We keep track of those 2.
Absolutely, we do.
They're just as important as well. You got to have somebody setting it up for everybody.
Absolutely.
So 4 first half goals. Olivia Jarrell getting the scoring started in the 9th minute. Logan Gonzalez followed in the 26th. Tate Trevette would add one in the 44th minute, and then during stoppage time, just a rocket from Sarah Brunner. So those last 2 goals scored by substitutes, Trevette and Brunner. Here's an opportunity for AGC. That's Julia Meyer into the middle for Yara, and cleared out by the Armada. Up ahead to Paige McSweigan. Let's see if she starts the break the other way. Past one defender, and now a beautiful ball ahead to Logan Gonzalez, just right on the mark. She pushes it forward to Bella Ruggiano, but Osorio comes off her line and is able to grab it.
She's had a great start to the second half. After a difficult one to pretty much open up.
Yeah, for Osorio it's tough because you got to come on in those final minutes as a goalkeeper. You're just hoping that you don't have to come in that first half. I mean, sure, a 45-minute substitution like Pia Bozic for the Armada, that's one thing, but having to come on for an injured player at the end of a half and literally the first ball struck towards you goes past you is tough. It's really tough. So Vanessa Osorio out there to prove herself a little bit here in the second half and get some valuable minutes.
Yeah, she looks as though she's found her feet now after a rocky couple of first moments that she had in the first half.
Here's that back line. Maggie Mace, as you mentioned, been strong in the back all season long for the Armada.
So confident on the ball.
Well, nearly loses it here. Maybe we're talking about her too much. Good work by Julia Meyer to harass and knock it away, and they're going to call the foul there. It kind of looked like both players were going at it. Yeah, let's see if maybe it was a throw-in instead. Yeah, must have gone across the line. So good, not a foul called there. Bella Feherty from Jensen Beach, sophomore at Jacksonville University. This will be her home field again in the fall. Meyer now looking to go 1-2 with Bia, Deirdre Bia. And Chloe Chivers. It's just amazing when we see her strike it because she just has such power behind that leg, and it comes in such handy there, to be able to flip the field on you, to use a football term. Jacksonville throw in down by the substitutes. Did they say flip the field in soccer a lot?
No, not really sure.
No. They do in American football, that's what I'm saying here.
Again, with the comparisons.
Love the comparisons. Love it. Got to keep you on your toes here. That's when a punter is able to get a really long punt, and it flips the field position battle there.
Oh, I can see where it comes from.
Yeah, flip the field. Here's Pontieri in the middle. Ahead now. Centering pass.
Oh, beautiful
Gonzalez
ball.
settles, gets a touch on it, but not really a strong shot from Logan Gonzalez.
Great stuff, though. Again, another final third entry from the Armada early on in the second half, 7 minutes in, 8 minutes in. Constantly creating, constantly wanting to get forward. And I mean, both teams have definitely got points on that side of where they have got those final third entries. It's just one team is able to actually add that execution at the end of those moves to get in there.
Here's Chivers around the defender, sends it long, chasing it down Ruggiano, but Vanessa Osorio gets to it first.
You've got to cut off the angle there. She's made a straight run for an angled pass. That particular play calls for an angled run to get on the angled ball, just to cut off the goalkeeper's straight run out to retrieve. You get in front of it, and it's just literally just a touch past the goalkeeper to get your name on the score sheet. But another beautiful pass in behind.
Pontieri's ball sent long.
And another beautiful passing behind there.
And the arm is up. Looks like they'll say offside on that call. Here's Gonzalez, middle of the field, loses it. 55th minute of action here on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. We'll have replays for both yesterday's men's matchup and this women's matchup later on today on the programming schedule. So feel free to check that out, and then keep your eyes open for the Action Sports Jacks YouTube page, as we will once again post both of these games in their entirety along with our pre- and post-game coverage. You can go and see that on the Action Sports Jacks YouTube page. Go give us a subscribe while you're there. Mash that subscribe button, as the kids say. We want you to be notified anytime that we have some fantastic programming and things for you to watch. I'm pulling up your times right now for the replays. That way everyone is fully up to date. Looks like it'll play at 6:30 tonight, this matchup. So tune in and catch a replay of the Jacksonville Armada Women's matchup if you missed any of the highlights. Or, you can always go ahead and just watch the highlights tonight on Action Sports Jax Primetime. As we'll bring those to you, of course. By we, I mean me. I will have you covered with 30 minutes of local sports, including your Jacksonville Armada. We'll talk College World Series. Florida State currently in action out in Omaha. We'll see if they're able to advance and stay alive in the losers bracket. Of course, University of Florida with a tough loss last night as well. So plenty to talk about tonight on Action Sports Jax Primetime. And, oh yeah, we'll talk about Trevor Lawrence and that Jaguars contract, $275 million. That's not bad. It's a good day's work.
Not bad at all, really, is it?
No. You see Gloria Yara come off. In her place, Katrina Rodriguez back into the game.
Something like it's almost like $1 million a week, right?
It's 55 a year. So yes, more than $1 million a week.
More than $1 million a week.
That is
million and change a week.
Good work if you can get it, I believe is the expression that they say. So if you can get that kind of work, it's not bad
at all.
No, not at all. So we'll talk some of that tonight on Action Sports Jax Primetime. Certainly hope you can join us for the show this evening if you're still awake. I'll even talk about the Euros a little bit. Of course, the Dutch get a win. Chasing it down is Olivia Jarrell for Jacksonville, and this will be an Armada throw-in on the far side.
England, they're in the lead right now, aren't they?
Yeah, Bellingham with the opening goal there.
Good lad.
Yeah, got it started for you against Serbia. Of course, you'll be watching that as soon as this one goes final.
Absolutely.
You didn't have to wait and have to suffer through an entire first half of worrying about whether your team was going to be able to go get an equalizer, and then the go-ahead goal, as I did earlier today. It's okay. I wasn't too upset. Ooh, here's Bella Ruggiano in the box. Ball still alive before Vanessa Osorio finally falls on it. Another substitution, by the way. Maggie Mace comes off for Jacksonville. Hannah Lemieux into the matchup on that back line.
Just giving some of the players like a break. I feel it is hot. It is a lot of wear and tear on the bodies. They're working extremely hard, so they're just utilizing the numbers right now, being able to make those wholesale changes. Maggie Mace gets a little rest now.
Here's McSwegan, sends across, looking for Ruggiano, just out of reach, and that'll fall for a goal kick. Not a bad idea, though.
No, she's had a fantastic game. She's willing to work, willing to create chances, makes tackles. When it's time to slow the game down, she does that. When it's time to try and break through lines, she speeds up. Looks a very, very, very good player, Paige McSwigan, the number 10 and captain for Armada.
And there you had a look at Bella Ruggiano. Going to be a junior at Northwestern State this upcoming season. One of our many Bellas. 3 in the starting lineup today. As the hand goes up, and another offside is the call against AGC. And that one came from far away, as didn't appear to be part of the action. Osorio forced to just boot it, and that's another throw-in for the Jacksonville Armada deep in AGC territory.
Taking chances.
Hey, Graham, hop down there. Go get that ball for him, would you? No? All right, they'll be all right. We'll figure it out. Big shout-out to our folks at Gemstone Productions helping us out with another great production, as they've done all season long. Shout-out to everybody in the booth. Hope everyone's staying hydrated on the cameras and having a good time out here with some Jacksonville Armada summer soccer. Here is Chloe Chivers' left-footed shot, and up and over the crossbar, tipped over by Vanessa Osorio, but what a look from Chloe Chivers, hoping to add another highlight to the reel.
Absolutely, yeah. She just gets her space again, chop inside. Brilliant first touch to get her space. As soon as she gets that separation space, she has her eyes up. And there's
that was going in, yeah.
There is a lot of work there for the goalkeeper to have to do there, and she does a great job of it. Just tip over the bar. It's creeping in.
Oh, it was going in if she didn't touch it. So that is a gorgeous look there from Chloe Chivers, and results in a corner kick. Our first corner kick of the game as we get our first Campione Law corner kick. Champions for Justice, Campione Law, bringing you corner kicks all summer long. Now let's see. Jacksonville's first opportunity here on the set piece with the corner. It will be Chivers who will take it. The nice thing for Chivers here is she gets to go hang out in the shade for a couple seconds. And you see that wind, by the way, on the corner flag. So the wind is certainly whipping on that side of the field. Here's the ball, and maybe the wind got a hold of it. Let's just go. Let's go with that. Let's go with the wind. The wind got that one. But can we talk about how great her goal was last week? No.
No, she doesn't need she definitely doesn't need someone to tell her to shoot.
No.
As soon as she has a look up, you know what's coming next. Unluckily enough the same sort of quality wasn't on that corner kick, but we can definitely expect her to get another opportunity on goal and take it when it comes.
Without a doubt. Sure, Section 904 happy, and they want to get some goals on this side of the field. The whole first half, all four of them coming on the other side, so they want one right in front of them to take place. So hopefully the girls in blue can deliver for the best fan group in the entire WPSL. I'm throwing it out there.
I'll give it to them.
I'm throwing
100%.
down the gauntlet, folks. If anyone thinks you've got a better fan base in the WPSL, let me know, and I will tell you you're wrong, because you are.
MPSL, WPSL.
It's a beautiful thing. Section 904 has been with this club for a decade now and supporting both the boys in blue and now the girls in blue in this inaugural season for the Armada women's team.
Yeah, they deserve a goal in front of them in the second half.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it right here. Put a few passes together, shall we?
Well capable of doing that, though, this team.
Parity waiting for a player to make a run. Chivers did so. Falls to Gonzalez in the middle of the field, being hounded and thrown down by the captain there, Cynthia Peretti of AGC. And Gonzalez, put himself in the right position, right? I mean, sometimes it's all about being in the right spot, positioning your body, and forcing that player to have to go through you, and in this case, drawing a foul.
Yeah, and it's something that not just the women's team have, something that slips across onto the men's team also. Big number 9 that's able to get hold of the ball, willing to make runs in behind, willing to put the body on the line, and that's what Logan Gonzalez does very, very frequently, and it helps out the group. You know, you got players underneath that it opens up space for and out wide. So you know it's a crucial element of this Armada team.
Four-woman wall for AGC. Chivers takes the shot. This one a little too lofty. Up and over the top it goes for a goal kick, AGC.
No introduction needed either.
No.
You know it is behind that free kick.
Now I want to know what AGC stands for. Hang on, we're Googling.
We're looking it up.
Looking it up. By the way, look at the TIFO flying there in the background. The Jacksonville Armada for the ladies have arrived. Prepare the ships. I saw some cool comments from some of the girls in blue just about how that TIFO made them feel when they first saw that thing in the home opener. To get a chance to see that this fan group supported them and cared so much that they went and put this thing together for them. So really cool to see that flying up in the trees there from Section 904. All right, Jamal, I'm Googling here. I'm on the website. I need like an about page. Can I get an about page for AGC? A great club is what we're being told in the booth. I'm not sure. I don't think that's it, but I like a great. Well, maybe there. Yeah, if it says it on the website, but that can't be what it stands for. I think they're just trying to be cheeky with it. The A has to stand for something other than A, the letter A, right? You know what? I'm not sure. If you know, let me know on Twitter. Go on there at Stewart AS Jacks. By the way, follow me while you're there. STUART AS Jacks. Go follow me. Let me know you're listening. Tell me what AGC stands for. Tell me what you want to hear Jamal talk about from his playing days. It's your show, folks. You let me know what you want to see on here. Well done by Olivia Jarrell there. No, maybe not. So they called the foul there, and it'll be a free kick for AGC Football instead. Yeah. Truck wants to know what it stands for. We want to know what it stands for. You guys have Google back there too. Somebody give it a look. It might be something Dutch, because they have like the Dutch color and a Dutch lion in the crest. I wish we knew more about it. Like, it's our first year in this league, so we're trying to learn as we go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, figure things out on the fly a little bit.
I love the crest though. I really do like it.
Oh yeah,
the lion and the coloring and a great club.
It's no anchor on
no.
a stormy sea, but you know, it's all right. It's fine. It's okay, I suppose, you know. Here's the turnover. Tate Trevette just into the ball game to Jarrell. Back to Trevette, but out of reach, and Boto gets to it first.
I think there was a little bit more space there for Jarrell to just go and eat up in front of her. Tries to get the pass back inside, but just goes astray. But it's just been great stuff all round on that left-hand side. If it isn't Jarrell, you know, you've got other players that want to take up that area and really attack. But here come AGC.
Landry Bauer back into the game as well. There to clear away for Jacksonville. The 14-year-old from Jacksonville FC. Long ball ahead. Olivia Jarrell cuts it back. Pass steal on her right foot. Takes a shot, but right to Vanessa Osorio. Put her names together there. AGC pushes forward, and you can see some of the fatigue now. This is not easy conditions as you get a takeaway. And here's an opportunity for Brunner, and this one wide of the net. All she had to beat was the keeper, and she looks for the brace, can't get it, as that one goes well wide.
A lot more space, I think, than she first might have thought. Looking up, keeper didn't make her way out to her, left her to her own devices at the edge of the area, and she's taken the shot early and just pulled it wide slightly. Second opportunity, I feel, in this first half from a similar position, similar angle. Goalkeeper did better with her angles this time.
Here's Chivers poking it forward for Jarrell. She'll give chase on the far side. Armada players making their runs in the middle. Tries to cut back, but well defended by Steele. Karina Steele. And now here's Juliana Romero Arenas. She'll send it long. Poked away and falls back to Jacksonville's Ainsley Meyer back into the game, as the Armada have made their wholesale changes again here in the second half to give these players some playing opportunity. You see Hayden Petrick there in the middle, number 8, getting involved as well. Here is Petrick. Headed away. Brought down by Peretti. Physical play there again, and this will be a throw-in for AGC. Ready for some more subs from the visitors coming in. Gloria Yara, Irene Linez, and I'll let you get this one here, Jamal.
Lamia Bukamaji, Bukumji. Sorry, that's awful.
I don't know what to tell you either, man. I'm going to say Lamaya.
And I'm not into butchering people's names.
No.
I've had it my whole career. It seems pretty simple.
Jamal Johnson,
but honestly, Jamal.
Yeah.
I've had it all, so I mean, I'm sorry.
I'm going to say Bukumje.
I like that.
Lamaya Bukumje.
Sounds about right.
I hope so. And hopefully some folks back down in South Florida are watching this tonight. If I'm wrong, let me know on Twitter and go follow me while you're there. I'm going to keep saying it, folks, until I get a Twitter follow here on this broadcast.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, wholesale changes on both sides here for the final 20 minutes of action. Ball sent long. Tate Trevette and Sarah Brunner giving chase. Brunner arrives. Sends it to the near side. Here's Meyer. Now with the cross, and not a bad little poke there.
Great little ball in behind it. She seemed to just come out of nowhere to get on the end of it. Fantastic reaction save there from the goalkeeper. Just to turn that one wide for another Campione Law corner kick.
Yeah, very nice. That was Bella Ruggiano there on the end of it. going to turn you into a broadcaster yet, Jamal. We might not get all the names, but we're getting a sponsorship in there. Campione Law, Champions for Justice. Only the second corner kick of the day, so going to take advantage of those. Here's Sarah Brunner on the near side. One defender, it's Boto, and this one falls off of Brunner for a goal kick. I think that's the most excited you've been all day. All day, it's getting to nail a sponsor on a corner kick there.
Oh, the growth.
It's growth, yeah. It's developmental league, my friend. That's what it's all about here.
And we've had a fantastic game this afternoon. It's been absolutely brilliant. Chances created at both ends. Armada just doing a little bit more on the attacking end to add the finish. They are here again in this defensive third of AGC this afternoon.
A great club, AGC. That's the best we've got for now. Is a great club.
We haven't heard anything else.
No,
but I think we can go with that.
Okay, hey, we got it. We have found it. The folks in the truck, Adjutant General's Corps, Women's and Men's Football Club, AGC. Now, I've got to make sure that's the same AGC because I think I saw them on Twitter earlier, and I don't know if that was it.
No,
not to call out the truck because I look like that was a team with completely different colors if I saw it earlier. I could be wrong. It might be Adjutant General's Corps, or that's a team in Winchester, England. So nice try. Nice try from the truck. We gave it a go. Oh, we gave it a go. We gave it a go. But we got another Campione Law corner kick here instead to keep us entertained. So keep looking back there, guys. Keep looking. We're going to find it. We're going to figure out what AGC stands for. And we're
Winchester,
England. Do you know where that is? Here's McSwegan's corner. Poked away by Osorio. Brunner gives chase. Keeps it alive. Little switch. But knocked away by Veronica Oro of AGC.
Good strength.
And this will fall out for a AGC throw-in.
Yes, Katrina Rodriguez there, getting her body in the way, being able to turn at the halfway line. Helping her team get out of that half because they've pretty much been stuck in there for the majority of this second half.
So Chloe Chivers down for a moment. We get a looking at from the training staff. Get her some water, some hydration. And looks like a good time to take that hydration break here for both sides as we enter the 74th minute of play. Jacksonville continues to lead 4-0. All 4 goals coming in the first half. Olivia Jarrell, Logan Gonzalez, Tate Trevette, and Sarah Brunner scoring for the Armada.
And which of these goals would you give goal of the game?
Ooh. Running through them in my head here.
It's got to be the 4th for me.
The 4th was really good from Sarah Brunner because it just really came out of nothing there. Outside the 18.
Just coming off the bench.
Yeah.
And just able to twist and turn, get her space, and fire with that right foot. And, you know, I actually did see her in the warm-up as well. You could hear the sound of the ball as she's hitting it.
What does it sound like again? Okay, is it? Just making sure for
a real thump.
A thump.
A thump, yeah. Okay. That's more of a slap with the hands, but I mean it's a thump.
More of a, I don't know.
There you go. Sounds the same, but
get a thump in there. We'll add it in post. Don't worry. We'll throw in a sound effect for you afterwards.
No, but that's the type of quality what they've got in this team. The attacking players are well capable. You know, when they do get into that final third, we've seen it over and over again in the first half. If it hasn't gone in, it's been making the goalkeeper work. And even in the second half, we've had opportunities to where the goalkeeper's having to scramble, make saves. But that finishing touch in that first half, right at the end of it, great strike. I'd give that goal of the day. Definitely give that goal of the day.
I'm going to go with the first one. I'm going to go with Olivia Jarrell getting it started, mostly because I love the build-up of it. I love the fact that it was a great pass sent on by Bella Pontieri, a good connection that resulted in that first goal, and Jarrell just scoring with confidence. I really enjoyed seeing that. So I'll go with that one. They were both tremendous.
They were.
All four, really. I mean, we'll take all 4 goals.
Absolutely.
You know, at this point in the game. Little stats update for you to this point. Jacksonville out shooting AGC 16-1, and 10 of those shots have been on goal for the home team. Back heel there from Romero Arenas, and Pia Bozic getting into the action. She came on at the half, hasn't really had to do anything as of yet, but getting some of her first touches of the season. I believe this is, I'm not sure if she played in any of the road games. I know the first home action for her this season. Here's Hannah Lemieux, surrounded by white jerseys. She'll send it ahead to McSwegan. And now Jacksonville looks to break. There's a handball there. Jacksonville gets the kick. They'll play quick. McSwegan. Nice direction there, and an opportunity for Bella Ruggiano. She directed that one with the hand signal, said, hey, put it right here. And sure enough, Peyton McSwegan did, just couldn't quite get to it. But a great opportunity there for the home team.
I don't think the Armada have finished scoring goals today.
Here's McSwegan again, up ahead to Bella Ruggiano. Battling for that ball outside the 18.
Still pressure in that attacking half. Do not want to give any time to these midfielders or defenders. As soon as they get the ball, just blue shirts all over it. Absolutely all over it. It's been an exciting game.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch.
Definitely fun to watch. Look, tons of opportunities created. One side just outweighing in that area of the game.
Runner now on the left side will chase it down by the corner flag. Sends the ball back in. And looking for Paige McSwegan. We knew she wanted to get on that score sheet. That first touch just couldn't get it on frame.
Just going for the spectacular there. Yeah. And sometimes you've got to take that opportunity. And you can see a smile on the face of Logan Gonzalez here. As one of her mates comes off, just letting her know, you know, these opportunities do come. Sometimes you need to take a little bit more time on them.
So Ruggiano off, Logan Gonzalez on for the Fleet.
They look like they're enjoying themselves out there.
Yeah. I mean, all the dads are in attendance, watching today's matchup.
Yeah.
Hopefully enjoying it. Maybe having a nice Ancla Dorada down there. The thought, you know.
Little tipple.
A tipple?
Mm. A tipple.
Is that a thing?
It is a thing, yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I haven't heard that term. Sorry. We learn all sorts of new things here on the broadcast.
Oh, every day, man. Every time we do.
That's it. That plays okay, says the official, and we play on. Good hard physical play in the midfield. Credit to AGC. Haven't given up. They're certainly fighting. Continuing to fight here. There's more substitutions set to take place. AGC making another move. Jacksonville Armada with one more home match to go. That will be next Tuesday. The Northport Fusion coming to town. As for the men's team, they will be home on Saturday night. A rematch of last night's victory, the Miami Dutch Lions coming back to town after a 4-0 defeat to the Armada last night. They'll run it back. We'll do it again. In fact, both matchups against Miami have resulted in 4-0 victories thus far for Jacksonville, both in South Florida and then last night here at Southern Oaks Stadium when Jacksonville put it on them with another 4-0 win.
And usually you get into the thought of, you know, that being an expectation now. We played them twice. Can we get another 2-0 victory? And, you know, that consistency level is something that I'm thankful we've been able to see now from the Armada. 2 games in a row, 4-0. And very, very enthusiastic performance from the boys last night.
Long ball sent ahead, but right to Bozic. Able to gather for Jacksonville and goes with the long outlet pass to Brunner. Here's McSwegan. Trevette making a run in the middle. Gonzalez on the near side, and Brunner chases it down on the far side. She'll work her way into the box, sends across, but can't quite get it to her teammates.
You just wanted to cut inside as soon as she has that first first touch. I always tell players, you know, as soon as you find that opening, you've got to get yourself in the box. Not straight down the line, cut back inside. Get yourself in the box as soon as you possibly can. And then you've got the opportunity to go both ways. Do I cut back in to take a shot? Do I go line? And there's an opportunity for a cross. Unlucky that.
A little halftime update, by the way, for you, Jamal. It's 1-0 England at the break.
Jude. Big Jude Bellingham doing what he does.
Do they say "Hey Jude" to him over there?
I think that's one of the songs that they do sing. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't been to a game in years.
I've heard that's from a British band, right? "Hey Jude." Maybe
sing a sad song and make it better.
Oh, the Beatles. Everybody knows the Beatles. You big Beatles guy? You got a favorite Beatles song? Have you done the Abbey Road thing? No, growing up there, you and some mates went and... No, that's a tourist thing. Only the tourists do that. I've done it. I'm a tourist. I've been there plenty of times.
Abbey Road, is that in, where's that? Liverpool?
It's in London.
London?
Yeah, it's in London.
How do I not know that?
That's a great question.
I mean, I'm not really English, I must, to be fair.
I'm
English when I want to be.
Yeah. For anybody listening at home, you're always English, by the way. Just the way audio works.
No, I should definitely know where Abbey Road is.
You probably should, yes.
I know where Abbey Road is, but I just needed reminding.
Okay.
Thanks for that, Stu.
What tube stop do you got to get off at?
It's probably on the Central line, the red one.
There you go. It's probably at an Abbey Road. I don't even know what station it is. Remind me, what years were you in England?
1980.
How about your age? From what to what?
From 4 till 10 years ago till 29. 29.
4 to 29.
Good 25 years.
I'm comfortable saying you're English, if that's okay.
Yeah.
But your parents?
Yeah, Jamaican and from the US, New Jersey, yeah. My dad. My mum's Jamaican.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're learning about Jamal right now. They saw that talent in you at 4 years old and said, you know what, we got to take this kid to England to go play soccer. Is that what it was?
I'm not too sure, you know. I don't know whether my mum would agree with that story. We just ended up over there. She got married to an Englishman, and that was that.
Yeah.
Beautiful
ball to Trevette. Can't quite get to it as Osorio falls on it, lulling you to sleep with stories of Jamal's childhood. As will happen.
They're not falling asleep. They're watching a good game on TV.
No, we are. Not the people at home. Everyone.
Oh, yeah.
We're lulling you to sleep here. Talking about halftime scores in the Euros. See if they can match the Dutch and go get a win today.
I think they've got a good chance.
Yeah.
Although I don't think they'll go on to win
the whole thing.
I don't think they'll get even as far as they did last time. Well, I definitely don't think they're going to.
They're not going to. What is it? Bring it home? What is it? What's the thing?
Is it coming home? No.
They're coming home, man.
It's probably not coming home.
You never know. There's always a chance.
There is always a chance. I mean, you've got to be realistic. Yeah. There's some real quality out there.
Oh yeah. It was really. I was watching some of the play this morning for the Dutch team, and it's just so fun to watch top level soccer.
Yeah.
And the teams that just the way they're completing the passes, it is just a whole nother level of game.
Yeah.
The anticipation, the ball handling, you don't see any of sloppy mistakes as Logan Gonzalez takes it towards the 18, centering pass. Ball still alive. Belaferity chasing it down.
Great feet.
Well done there by Juliana Romero Arenas. But she loses it. Jacksonville gets it back. Ball sent in. Ainsley Meyer, but right to the arms of Vanessa Osorio.
It's just so much. The quality work here from the Armada to win the ball back in these high percentage areas is just absolutely brilliant, you know. And it goes to show how much work they've actually been doing over these past couple of months to actually prepare for these moments where they're playing in 90+ degrees heat and being able to keep that intensity level. You know, it's something to be seen. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. That's what gets you results. High intensity training brought into play in the game situations, and that's what we're seeing today from the Armada.
All 4 of these goals for Jacksonville scored in the first half of play. Second half, 5 minutes from its conclusion, with some stoppage time to be added in after some water breaks in this second half.
What kind of experience? What an amazing experience it must be as well for Landry Bauer at 14 years of age to be able to play with 26-year-olds, players that have played at a very, very high level. You know, and the expectations are so high as well.
Chloe Chivers has been capped with the Welsh national team. I mean, you're talking about some players, and as mentioned, the other Wales player, Tate Trevett, has played for Swansea City's women's club. I mean, these are, I might have those two reversed, excuse me, but these are some high-quality players on this team who are getting this experience along with a youngster in Landry Bauer. So it is extremely cool and extremely good for her to get those experiences, right? I mean, how much can you learn at a young age by seeing it in person?
Still in middle school. Or just finishing middle school.
Yeah.
And going into high school, you know, you've got stories to tell. You've definitely got experience now at the highest possible level that you'd expect a player to play at that age. It's unreal, really. And she's done well, you know. Every opportunity she's had to get on the ball, she's done well. She's put her body about, been able to connect passes, been confident enough to be able to actually want the ball as well in tight areas. She's been good. Well, we've got some very talented players in the area anyway. I train a good few of them. There's some top quality here in Northeast Florida. You know, we're competing now with the likes of Georgia, teams from Atlanta. And it's a great thing to see, you know, and add to the culture of the area now. We're building here as a city and a community, and the football, the soccer here in the area is developing well. You know, the future is definitely bright here in Jacksonville.
And they're developing at a younger and younger age, it seems. And, you know, these ID camps that are getting these players on these MLS Next teams and getting them the opportunity to play in front of these bigger and bigger clubs is just so immense for them in their development.
Yeah, 100%. You know, and I haven't actually, you know, had the opportunity up until now to see at this level, but now we're here, and it's just brilliant. It's just brilliant. I'm so excited for the future.
Certainly has been fun to watch this squad, largely made up of local players. I know we talk about the two from Wales quite a bit, in Chloe Chivers and Tate Trevett, because they're two very, very good players. But this roster being stacked this season with Jacksonville University players, with the University of North Florida players, and local high school standouts from around the area who have come back to Northeast Florida from their college careers to get the chance to come and play for the Armada, as you see Landry Bauer come off. And what a bright future she has ahead of her, and getting this experience in the summertime and playing, of course, with Jacksonville FC as well. As Bella Pontieri still working hard there in the midfield. And now Gonzalez will send it long. Trevett looking to get to it. Poked away momentarily by AGC, but Trevett still has it. AGC player down for a moment. Trevett now towards the end line, looking to cross. She will, but not quite able to find her teammates. Across the end line it goes for a goal kick. Here in the 89th minute of play. As we near stoppage time and then full time. And then it's party time. That's the progression, right? Stoppage time, full time, party time.
Exactly. In that order.
In that order. And then later tonight, what are you going to watch?
A rerun of the England game.
And prime time.
Exactly.
Action Sports Jax prime time. 10:30 on Fox 30, 11:30 on CBS 47. I'll see you for that later tonight. Of course, we'll have your Armada highlights. Get some post-game reaction in there as well. In the 90th minute we go. Nice takeaway by Jacksonville, but falls away from Trevett for a moment. And that will be a goal kick, I believe. He just pointed. Or, no, let's go with the Campione Law corner kick. I'm okay with it. Logan Gonzalez. Cleared out by AGC. Comes right back to the Mandarin grab. The flag goes up. Might have been a foul there inside. Hard to say as we've reached stoppage time. Don't know how many extra minutes we have added, but I'm going to go on a limb and say it's not a lot. Pontieri now, middle of the field. Faraday takes a shot. Comes right to Vanessa Osorio, who has, as you mentioned, performed much better here in this second half play after having to come on as that late first half substitute. There's a foul from behind committed by Sarah Brunner. Katrina Rodriguez down for AGC. Of course, Jamal, you'll be right back at it here next weekend, along with Mike Jenkins for the next two.
I'm excited for it. I'm excited to get back out here. Watching a good brand of football every week out here now, and it's good. It's good stuff.
Home finales for both the men and the women. You can get your tickets, by the way, at jacksonvillearmada.com/ticket, as one would expect. Little grab there, but the advantage is played on by Jacksonville. Let's see, they'll pull it back for the free kick. And don't forget, you can get your season ticket reservations in for the MLS Next Pro season next year for the Armada men's team. You do that, you'll get your tickets covered for free for the rest of the summer. Now, that's just 2 more home matches, so you should have done it before the season. But I'm just, we've been telling you that it all season long. So you still have a good benefit to do it because you'll get a chance to get some great member benefits over the next few months as we build up towards the MLS Next Pro season. As we have another Campione Law corner kick for the Jacksonville Armada here in stoppage time of this second half. They'll play it quick and hoping for that final whistle. From Southern Oak Stadium, where Jacksonville leads this thing 4-0. Throw in for Jacksonville on the far side. Big shout out to head coach David Goff, on the verge of his first home victory as the head man of the Jacksonville Armada. Heck, first home victory in the history of the franchise here for the Jacksonville Armada. Sarah Brunner chases this down on the far side, cutting it back into the box, still has it. Finally cleared out by AGC. But they get it right back, and Bella Faraday takes it away for the Armada. Inside now.
Football.
Stringing together some passes, and that one just eludes Logan Gonzalez.
And it's great build-up as well.
Yeah.
4 or 5 passes linked, switching the point of attack. Just eludes Logan Gonzalez here on this near side. Well, good football again, Armada, and they've just been confident with it. It's been good to see. They've just created a lot of opportunities and been able to keep the ball when they've needed to, being able to penetrate when they needed to as well. So.
And there you have your final whistle as this thing is in the books. The Jacksonville Armada picking up a 4-0 victory over AGC Football in the penultimate home game for the Armada. They'll have one more home game next Tuesday, but Jacksonville victorious on the strength of 4 first-half goals in today's WPSL action. You see Vanessa Osorio came on as that keeper, getting some love from her teammates, and definitely a great performance from her coming on in that second half and doing what she had to do. But Section 904 gets a chance to celebrate. The Jacksonville Armada get a chance to celebrate as they pick up a big 4-0 win. Pop the smokes, fly the flag, have some fun down there. Section 904 as we Get ready to wrap this thing up from Southern Oaks Stadium. Just a gorgeous afternoon. Olivia Jarrell opened the scoring. Her teammates would keep it going from there. 4 goals on the afternoon. Logan Gonzalez finding the back of the net. And Jamal, just a tremendous outing by the girls in blue. For Jamal Johnson, I am Stuart Weber. Thank you so much for joining us today on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 Network.